Yeah, Raditz is even mentioned. He's sent off. Like, I don't think Raditz ever knew his father
He
either.
did.
Oh, yeah, he
Oh, did
did.
he? Oh.
Bardock acknowledges he has a second son. That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah,
Nothing else.
Bardock was a butt.
He didn't even say his name. It's just like, yeah, this other guy.
Oh yeah, we're starting now.
Yay, starting!
And by starting, I mean we started.
Oh.
Of course we did. Good job.
KO.
Welcome to the Ycast.
I was about to say you guys.
This is a thing?
With a whole bunch of random, uninteresting people such as Kale.
Yeah. I was about to say, you guys should be used to this by now. I usually just start the recording whenever I start the call. Which I didn't this time. I started when we started talking about Raditz.
Yay, Raditz. He's doing awesome this
Speaking
season.
of Raditz, segue.
First match. What was it?
Oh, I don't know. Nothing interesting. It was completely uneventful.
Okay, second match. Let's go.
Seg, in you for a sec, go hon.
No, okay, alright. Seriously.
I don't want to
the
Saiyans
first-
versus Rogaruts.
The Rugroots?
Rogaruts.
Rokuroots. Okay, yeah, so
They're the roots
Rugrats
of
vs.
Rust.
Saiyans. That was fun. Don't you
We
think?
basically had two people on each team derping. Kinda.
No, our team didn't exactly
Who
derp.
derped on their side?
Well,
No one in
okay,
particular.
no one
Turles
derped.
was a
He just
little
got- yeah.
derpy. Turles was a little derpy. He ran around with max power, doing
ate
absolutely
fruit.
nothing. He
And
did.
then died. Didn't he like immediately die after that? He
No,
got it off
he
and
ate
died.
fruit,
No,
took
no.
like 2 hits, punched him, and then died.
Oh, okay.
No. Well, yes, but no.
That's
I
exactly
mean,
what are you talking about? That's exactly
He
what happened.
did, like,
Turtles
what are
Foundation.
the stats on this?
He ate a fruit, got
He
punched.
did like 17,000 damage.
Died.
Maybe,
Yeah,
but
he did
no.
better than he did better than the champ.
Yeah,
think-
he did
I think that was all-
17,000.
Although
I
Turles
think that was
doesn't have
all
an
to
excuse.
Goten too.
Turles even ate the fruit.
Yeah, Turles always gets his fruit. Even if he doesn't do
Turles ate the
good,
fruit.
at least he gets his fruit
The
off.
champ was tired
That's
from
an
saving
important
the
thing.
entire civilization of Alderaan from the Death Star.
Jam wasn't in this match, so shut up.
Yeah, okay. No, but okay. Basically, let's go through this in order. The first matchup was
GT Goku versus
versus Scouter, right, in his weird ass uniform. That was a win for us, sort of, until GT decides to tag with 2 bars, which
Yeah, I'm glad he tagged, but he hardly did anything.
I'm not gonna blame him, though.
On one hand, yeah, he did get handled by Scout of Vegeta. On the other hand, he just kind of sat there and took it.
Well, okay. When he was first out, no. Because I remember Scouter literally doing a full melee combo, knocking him back, doing a B2, then coming up to him, knocking him back on the ground, doing a rush B2, and as he was picking himself up, he gets hit by the rush B2, and then he tags. Which was like less than a minute.
I mean, no,
Like-
because he did do stuff. He did like all of his damage. He did to Scout. He did like less than 10,000 damage the entire match, but all of that was to Scout of Vegeta. And it was just like he did stuff between all the being hit by B2s, but like he didn't do it well. He didn't do it consistently. He didn't do because he's basically our most solid melee character, and okay, he got hit by B2s, but he was kind of derping out in melee.
Yeah,
It was
I don't know.
weird.
Maybe I didn't notice it, but I just remember Scouter being extremely aggressive and quite dodgy and just kind of overly smart for some reason.
Ha!
'Cause-
Vegeta's not smart.
He used an explosive wave to stop a charged attack.
Yeah, if
Which
only
was
that charge attack
genius.
went through.
Well, yeah, that's why I was thinking, I don't think this is GT's derp. I think Scouter's just having a really good day this match.
Lucky
Yeah,
Until Goten,
yeah, but-
that is.
to an extent. I don't
Yeah,
know.
to an
No, I mean, because GT is he's just solid all around. I've never
Yeah, I
seen
could say
him
the
do.
same thing about Turles.
But the difference is I've never seen GT do badly unless he wasn't on a melee build. You know?
But you can't expect him to do great against everyone.
I expected him to do better than 10,000.
I mean, okay. considering Scouter Vegeta is by far our most aggressive character, maybe second to Raditz, but
Or Bardock
far.
sometimes.
Who would ever think that they'd be saying that?
Yeah.
It is funny, but yeah, Raditz is so aggressive. Anyway, he wasn't in this week, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, he's by far our most aggressive character, even being on a spam build. He's aggressive with spamming, and he's aggressive in melee if he catches you in it. The only downside to him that I normally see is, well, two downsides. He doesn't sort of time his B2s all that well sometimes. Like if he's fighting another very passive character, he'll just start shooting them out from like 1,000 yards away. And he's not super dodgy, but this week it was a little different. Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. But again, our second best character, because I still consider Bardock our first, and well, for obvious reasons, as shown in this match. So yeah, next matchup, GT tags out. Actually, we should go over the builds. GT, you were thinking we might
basically melee. We were expecting power body turret. We because I expected you to do something we wouldn't expect, and I would. And for the longest time, I didn't expect you to do power body twice in a row.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like,
No,
I
had that
going to do
exact
power
same.
body.
Yeah, I know. Which is hilarious because I knew you were gonna expect something different from us because you weren't gonna expect something similar, and I was like, I'm not gonna risk going the same either because I'm sure he'll account for that. So I was like, I'm not gonna do power body either because you have two melee characters in potentially, and not including Cell, and one of them will probably be benched. So we just took that out of the equation. It was like, what's the most surprising thing we could do? Use Season 4 and Season 5 Bardock with Super Plus 2. And it worked.
Yeah, and he actually did stuff unlike the last few seasons.
You know what's the most surprising thing?
What?
He only, let's pull out the stats here. Wherever they are. He only he spammed way too much and hit way too little. He threw out 6 B2s, which is amazing, but hit with 1. He threw out 2 alts, but he hit with 1.
So all of that damage that he did, which was what, 60,000, I think, something like that.
Yeah, 20,000.
That was all. That was most of it through one
melee.
ult and melee.
Yeah,
one ult,
his ult
22
was
and
20. His ult was 20,000, and the B2 was
can't
like
really-
10,000.
You can't really complain that he's
No, I'm not complaining. I'm saying that's I'm not complaining. I'm saying that's amazing. The Chaozu AI wasn't great with setting it up, but at least he's spamming.
Yeah.
I mean, and then being able to do 30k through melee, that's damn good.
Yep. But for you, well, for us, when Goten tagged in, he had his fun.
Oh Jesus.
He
That
nearly
ultimate.
went I think he had 87,000 points, or 87,000 damage this week.
87,270,
Yeah.
and hit with a 15k ult.
Yep. I mean, we're not even using super pluses on him because it's just...
You'd
We
rather
want
have the constant hits than the
Yeah,
one-time
we'd rather
numbers.
have him constantly spamming as opposed to doing lots and lots of damage.
Yeah, we took the risk. It worked out.
But it was very close, but yes, it worked out. I know it's great. It's both great and sucky for us, but it's great because in the beginning of the season, the Saiyans weren't tagging, like, hardly at all. And now you're tagging a crap ton these past couple matches, like 2-3 tags a match.
Which is what we were used to Season 5.
In Season 5, yeah. I mean, that was part of the
Helps so
reason.
much.
I mean, Saiyans had the second most tags in the entire league last season.
Oh, this season it's mad. People are tagging left and right.
This season, it's not even fair.
I mean, freaking Frieza alone through half the season had the most tag rates and would surpass an entire team with tags alone. Just Frieza would have more tags than an entire team halfway through the season.
I mean, the Rugrats are kind of tagging a little bit more lately, which I'm quite happy with.
Oh, yeah.
Not as much as I would like, but I'm happy.
You know what? I gotta pull out the stats for this Because even boos are tagging, and they never tag.
I know. I don't even know what's changed, and I quite frankly don't care. It's awesome.
It's like everyone just got smarter for some reason.
Yep. But speaking of, I think you
just
had
want to
Turles
pull out.
third. He wasn't meant to come out second, right?
Yeah, he was supposed to be third and fight Cell Jr.
Cell Jr.
I
wonder
don't think
how
it
that
would
matchup would have gone, honestly.
we had him planned for 2 bouts, Chi-Chi, because of the defense +2, and then all that attack was to try to break through Eternal Life or Dende's healing and defense +3 on Cell. That's why our team, because we had planned to be defense +2 lane energy and Sirius, but we're like, good chance he'll fight Cell, throw it out, put Sirius, put quick fast attack in there just for the extra boost. Yep. And I mean, it would have maybe worked out if it was normal Cell.
Which Turtles we found, yeah.
Well, actually, Turtles is fairly consistent. It's his opponent that determines how he plays. Against an aggressive opponent, he can do fairly well, if not beat a character. If the opponent's melee aggressive. If the opponent loves his B2s just as much as his melee, Turtles can be kind of screwed sometimes. Someone like Tien would dominate him because
Goten would probably... Goten did
Goten would, and yeah, super plus characters I think just hurt him too much.
Normally, I wouldn't say... I normally wouldn't say Cell Jr. would be able to would be a spammy character to deal with him, but this week... Holy! He threw out 12 B2s with no charge bonus.
That's not even funny.
That was amazing. He also did 86.9 thousand, so basically 87,000 points of damage.
He also went on a spamming spree with his B1s, threw out 5 of them. I'm not sure which one. Threw out 5.
I'm like, my team's like, let's put Kabito's Secret out on Soul Jr. I'm like, we don't need it.
Like, just do it.
We don't need it.
I'm not gonna lie, I think he might have had like an overly good game this week. It might not be the same every week, but if it is, you just have another really strong character and more than half your team then is incredibly scary.
Yeah, it's a lot strong. He's a lot better than he was the beginning of the season. And honestly enough, it's the same AI that he used well last season. Because like last season, he had like 5 different AIs, and they wanted to see what was good. And sometimes it seemed like Freeze AI was the better B2 fighter, but still good at melee. And then I just kind of went back and watched the matches where he did well, and every single match was Broly AI. So I'm like, let's put him back on Broly AI.
Yeah, it's weird why they change sometimes. I mean, the off season shows things different from actual matches sometimes, and it's tough to find. Like, it's tough to legitimately find an AI in the off season and then transfer it over into matches and say, yes, I saw this in the off season, and I'm almost certain it'll work good in the actual season. And that's why the preseason's so important. You gotta get those tests out quickly. Because
testing is not indicative of actual league matches results, which is annoying.
We were very lucky to find Cell AI on Raditz, and for it to transfer over to the actual matches.
If only Gohan AI worked.
Gohan AI was Fasha. That wasn't Raditz. That was Fasha on our team.
No, I'm sorry, but Gohan AI was still technically the best AI we found for him. The problem was it was inconsistent.
Geez, it went from dominating Fasha, Tambourine, and what? Who was
I don't even remember who the last. It was probably Spopovich.
No, we faced another really tough character. I think it was a spammer of some sort. It might have been Maju.
Probably, it could have been Maju, but could have been Tapion, one of those.
Yeah, he wrecked those characters, destroyed them, beat Fasha with more than 3 bars left.
He didn't even have that special of a build either. It was just like
it was just it was standard melee. And then we keep on testing him, and he's facing Turles on a shitty AI. We haven't found Turles' good AI yet, and he's getting his ass whooped. He's not doing anything. He's not meleeing. He's standing still.
He just basically became like the worst. Like if he performed like that throughout all the offseason, we probably wouldn't have picked him up. That's how bad it was.
Oh yeah.
But when he was on point, holy crap.
could win team. It can win matches.
I mean,
But yeah,
he probably could have soloed most of a team.
Yeah, so it's like you got to make sure you got thorough testing on AI. You can't just put
Like
one
if you
test on it.
I really don't want to say this, but like if the last week doesn't matter for you, I really would like to see go on Radish just to see if we can get an amazing performance.
I'm sorry, I refuse. I absolutely refuse. It's so inconsistent.
Put him out second, the savior.
I'm going on a testing spree for Turles in case we get that test week. AI testing spree for Turles, because man, his AI is good, but it's just not the melee aggressiveness we were looking for.
Yeah.
Or it likes B2s, but it's not peppering it into melee. It's charging and spamming from afar, which isn't what we like. So
yeah,
we're figuring that
Krillin.
out. Yeah, it worked against Krillin, but he's Krillin.
Yeah, it's Krillin.
We don't talk about Krillin.
Yeah, no one does about Krillin. He's a Raditz of basically everyone.
Hey, nope.
So, basically ending. I mean, Special Beam Cannon went through everything.
Fuck you.
Special Beam Cannon.
It shouldn't break an alt, but okay.
No, I'm sorry.
Hey, it can break
it breaks Frieza's Nova Strike, which blocks everything. It breaks.
I don't even know, dude.
It breaks everything except for barriers, like Evil Barrier, Wizard Barrier. It breaks everything except those, and another Special Beam Cannon. That's it. It beats
that's crazy.
Else. And it's only 3 bars, and I love it.
Anyway, Goten came out, almost defeated Scouter. Scouter went 8 tagged.
And then directly tagged.
Oh yeah, he's smart. I love that. By the way.
8, bye.
He's taken after the Super Saiyans in that respect. He
tags out. The Super Saiyan's got it from.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he tags to Turles. I mean, I don't know if it would have been any better if he tagged to Nappa. It probably would have been actually with the amount of
ultimate, maybe. Yeah,
God, the amount of ultimates he was spamming, and he was on a Super +1 build.
Yeah,
I think he would have done some decent damage. Like Cell Jr. had defense +3. So yeah, Goten completely dominates Turles, doesn't let him do anything. Cell Jr. comes out.
What was it, 17,000? That's still enough to damage him. For when when Bardock came out and no, Nappa came out and finished off Goten.
Yeah, one alt. That's all it took.
Well, he was on less than a bar of health. Yeah,
he was on a bar. Yeah. So Nappa ults comes and destroys in one alt, which he's very consistent with.
His bulimic problems.
Yeah. By the way, where is it? This is hilarious and it's awesome. He, including the alts he threw out this week, which was 3. Nappa has thrown out 3.
Yeah,
he missed
hit
1.
2.
Oh yeah, but that's not the point. He's thrown out 14 this entire season. 14 without a max power B1.
Yeah.
And I think he has a negative to his key charge rate. It's always seemed like that to me, but I could just be seeing things. But that's more than Bardock, who has what?
I think his is a little bit faster
10?
than Cell Jr.'s base charge rate, I think. Just a little bit.
Maybe. I'm not sure. But he's throwing a 14, which, if you compare it to people like Chi-Chi, who has a max power, who has 12.
Chi-Chi's not really a B2 character. I wish he was, but he's not.
Chi-Chi.
Oh, Chi-Chi.
Yeah.
Chi-Chi's been... I don't want to talk about Chi-Chi. God damn it. All she had to do was hit something at close range, and it would have been over.
And guess what? It didn't happen.
I know. She even went to max power, charged in, and backed off.
Yeah.
She could have. Couldn't she have finished Bardock with just one of her little beam things?
Yeah. She did a stay away from me, which Bardock. Well, she did it halfway across the map, which Bardock obviously dodged.
Bardock
she did
threw
2 of them. One of them.
Bardock threw like 3 B2s as she was flying around D-locked, and he wasn't bothering to get close. He just threw them.
Yeah, he was just like bam, bam, bam.
I'm gonna use this as target practice.
I'm gonna get it this time. Nope. I'm gonna get it this time. Nope. What about this time? Crap.
Why Bardock won?
Why?
Because she has a tag called Save Goku.
Oh my god. Dude,
which
child
she
abuse.
didn't use.
The potential of Goku being on the field was too great. Raditz had to get rid of him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Anyway,
even if
I
she
just
spam saved Goku from the edge of the field and then got hit with a B2, I wouldn't be upset at that. At least she tried.
she tried melee.
She didn't do any. She
tried
didn't
is
even
the
try
keyword.
melee. She charged in and backed off.
It was laggy, but she did try melee at one point, but Bardock sort of countered.
I must have missed that, but
It was like a really laggy point. I don't know how Bardock countered, but he did end up getting the favor in melee. Anyway, back to my point. Nappa has thrown out 14 ultimates, which is ridiculous for a character of his sort of charge rate without a max power B1, because it topples people like Bojack and, well, not Chase with freaking 21. It topples people like Bojack, Mid Goku. Who else is a real big spammer? Yajirobe, who he's tied with, who loves his max power B1. I mean, it just shows Nappa isn't bad, and he has so much potential, and he's doing what he needs to, and he's been a serious help to our team. He's helped win matches. So, yeah. Anyway, he got completely destroyed by Cell Jr. until he tagged, because Cell Jr. is a little monster, and Nappa's scared. Is anyone here?
I'm still here.
Okay.
I just don't have anything to add to this. You guys
Okay.
I've just been letting you guys go back and forth for about 21 minutes now.
See, this is what happens when you have two coaches of the teams going at each other.
This is going to take a while.
I just want to back off and hear you guys argue. I'm having a great time. I'm reading. I have a book right now. I'm reading and just listening to you guys argue back and forth about what's going on. I'm having a great time.
There is one thing we did argue about, but let's not bring that up. Yeah, so he basically gets destroyed by Cell Jr. He tags. Then Scouter comes in, and I think he does a decent number. If I could be remembering this wrong. It's been a while.
I think he tried to do a
It might have been to
barrage,
GT then.
which I think it was.
It might have been to GT that, because Scouter did come in and hit with 1B2 and a little bit of melee. Or 2B2s, I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure I might be remembering it wrong, but I'm pretty sure like he did one, and the opponent was like way above him.
Oh, no, I remember what happened, I think. Maybe. Nappa tags out, Bardock comes in. Bardock's starting to get wrecked, but he keeps it sort of even. Bardock tags out to Scouter, Scouter dies, Nappa comes in, ults. No, that's wrong. Bardock kills Cell Jr.
Bardock
he's
kills
fighting.
everybody. End of story.
Bardock kills Cell Jr. He's winning. He's fighting a losing battle against GT, sort of. He tags. Scouter comes in, fights, dies. Nappa comes in, ults, kills. Which, by the way, it was marvelous. What happened? No, Bardock tags out to Nappa. Never mind. Okay, so Bardock tags out to Nappa when he's fighting GT, and what happens is he throws down a bunch of key blasts. And when Bardock throws key blasts, he can sometimes like shoot 3 in one hand at the same time, and they come in at like just slightly different times. And he did that, tagged as they were still flying, and that thing stunned GT long enough for Nappa to get an ult off and hit, and GT literally couldn't move because of it, which was awesome. It was hard to see, but it was awesome, and I can't believe that worked. But yeah, that happens.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's basically the last part, which I'm sure Dimension doesn't really want to go over.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, Chi-Chi did more damage than I thought she did. I mean, I thought she did. I was rewatching
You
the
thought
match.
she did
I thought
like
she did
30.
like 150 damage or something. It turns
Yeah,
out she
there
did
was a-
like 750. I'm like, where the hell did this come from?
There was a bit of lag. She did get some melee, and like I said, and got countered to it. But yeah, nothing really special from your side of the builds, from what I've seen, other than you went really, really clash heavy. Yeah, Goten, Dragon
you had a
Power.
clash on GT Goku, on Goten, and Cell Jr.
Yeah, you thought we were gonna have like Raditz,
'cause
Scouter.
I know you knew me, and I know you knew what I would do with the team, and I know you knew that the Rugrats were a clashy team, so I thought you'd at least try to be equal.
Nah, I was
I
like,
remember Dimension trying to explain that to me in a chat earlier. He was like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna be clashy, so we're gonna be clashier. We won't lose in a clash."
you
And
know
we
what
didn't.
No,
what
he
my
literally
thought
did-
process was?
Oh my lord! When I saw the first clash in that match, I'm like, Dimension was asking for this, and then you won, and I was like, yeah, he asked for it, and he did it, and he's not gonna get outclashed. He made sure
I
he was
didn't.
not gonna get outclashed.
I really didn't care, to be honest, because I went with Super +2 Bardock. I didn't expect him to go clash heavy. I did have
Yeah.
Power Rage on him. No, he clashed once. That's it.
And still lost, didn't he?
Yeah, he lost, but I didn't give a shit. Because I was like, whatever. There was 4 clashes, Goten and Cell Jr. Both of them were against... No, one against Nappa. One against... Okay, each one of our players had 1 clash. And I was fine with that. I thoroughly expected... If we are going to face a team that wants to go clash heavy against us, the best we're going to do is equal them in clash batars, and knowing the Saiyans, we're going to lose those clashes anyways. So it doesn't matter. No. I might as well put it on, like, Dende's healing and whatnot, and, like, indignation and stuff that I think sort of matter.
Okay.
Because
Can we
Anyway,
okay,
how long
nope.
have we spent on this match?
26
40.
and a half minutes.
Lovely.
that's perfect.
Last thing I want to say is that, this is kind of the Nappa that we've been seeing in the off-season, and this is pretty much the reason why we decided to keep him. Because I highly doubt King Vegeta would do this.
King Vegeta would die. He might go ape and then do something, but, like, I'm not risking that.
No, there's no... I mean, if you kept King on his Eternal Lifespan build, he would do decently.
And he'd take up my Pataras.
Yeah. But
He would ruin my builds.
With the way this league has evolved and a lot of people have gotten stronger, it would be a lot harder to find good matchups for King Vegeta than it would be to find good matchups for Nappa.
Oh, I'm not gonna defend Nappa in every aspect. He's still the one character. I wouldn't say he's our worst. I think Turles has officially taken that spot.
Yeah, because Turles doesn't have the damage potential that Nappa does at this point.
Oh, hell no. Turles has the least damage potential on our team. But Nappa, we still have to be more careful where we place him, because most of his builds are major risk for major reward. While Turles, we just throw defense on. It's like he can be wherever we want him to be, really, and as long as he keeps even or does enough damage, we're fine with him doing whatever. He's sort of our throwaway character and our stalling character. And it works fine, because sometimes he can have good days where he goes spam heavy or really good on the melee. I mean, it's not the best thing to have a character that you want to throw away, but it's sort of what Turles has become. Nappa, we still have to be very safe with him, or else he can just be worthless. As in, fights a super aggressive Cell Jr. and basically is worthless in that fight. So, yeah. There's that. Anyway,
next
match. I think I might have
Was it
taken that one.
Gohan's versus Derp? No, we already had that.
It was
Did
Ginyu
we?
Force versus
Ginyu Force
Gohan's.
versus Gohan's. That's right. I was close. I got Gohan.
Yeah, sort of. Ginyu Force lost.
Oh,
Ginyu
wait, no,
did
timeout.
stuff.
Can we take a timeout? I zone out for 3 seconds and we actually move on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Gotta be on your game, Kale.
We just
my
moved
game
on.
has been off since this morning.
Well, you gotta turn it on. You gotta press the power button. Or
There's like
system
7
reset.
Which power button? There's like 3 game consoles next to me.
All of them.
All of that.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
I'm
First
playing
matchup.
Sega.
They sort of threw a
What was
They
it?
sort of
Goldo versus
did.
Saiyaman?
no, Captain Ginyu. They did the
Ginyu.
similar build that we had on Turles this week. Defense
Okay.
+2, then they see in quick fast attack,
Hey, it
light
worked.
body.
He
But
almost
latent
took out
energy
Saiyaman.
for Sears.
No,
He
it
did 2
worked
bars of
against
damage and then
Ginyu and
Saiyaman.
Goldo.
He did 2 bars of damage and then Saiyaman's like, nah, this is time for justice, and then
Okay.
To the nuts.
Justice-y stuff.
He
To
did
the
good
nuts.
For Ginyu. and then died.
Well,
And then Goldo
I mean,
did
consider-
Goldo things.
considering
good.
what Ginyu has done throughout a lot of the season, well, not a lot, but a fair portion of the
It
season.
was a disappointment for like the past couple matches. Like the past 3, Ginyu's been... Okay, there was one match where Ginyu was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And there were
I mean,
the two
he
where
fought
he did-
Kid Buu, and then he fought like 2 other
Okay,
people. Like,
okay,
holy crap!
Actually, there was one match where he was amazing. Well, unfortunately, our match. One match where he was supposed to be amazing versus Kid Buu, and then another
Kid Buu
match
kinda
where he fought Nam, which is unfortunate, but he looked like he was going to be amazing.
I wish Ginyu
Well,
would have
he
taken...
was doing well against Nam, but it's freaking Nam. No one's gonna do well against him for long
Except
unless
for Tien.
Nam completely derps.
Oh yeah.
Except for
Oh
Tien.
hell yeah.
So,
Um.
there's that.
Oh, I need to find the damage output on that guy.
Who,
God.
Ginyu or who?
I can't find it, but
Did Nam finally go elite this week?
yeah.
Thank the Lord, hallelujah, he's getting his water.
And you watch, he's gonna be complete crap for the rest of the season. And I need him to be good this week.
You need to be crap during the playoffs, though.
Oh yeah, he's playing androids.
Yeah,
isn't
that too.
Mhm.
He's what?
he?
Yeah, androids.
Androids, I'm not going to say they've been slipping, but they have been having trouble.
Yeah.
I don't think their
Yeah.
counters are working as well as
The
they...
first couple weeks they were like unstoppable. The first 8 weeks, 7 weeks, 7 weeks.
Yeah,
think-
they went 6 weeks undefeated.
Their team is, at the moment, the lowest tagging team in the league. No, second lowest. Second.
Who's the lowest?
Let's...
You say Rugrats.
It is Rugrats.
Really?
You guys, you have 7, androids have 8. Which, I mean, that's not even
Get
so
Get your tag
bad.
game up, Dimension.
But you know what's great? We actually don't really need our tag. I mean, neither androids or Rugrats need our tag game at this point.
No,
I mean,
well,
our
androids should start looking for it.
I hope
because
both of
it
you
would
lose
help.
the rest of your games.
Fuck you.
Cocky. Getting cocky over there.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
I
on the
mean-
best team in the
seriously, 'cause-
league, and I'm not getting cocky.
because most of the time, our characters have either A, been a good counter to the opponent, or B, have just been strong enough to outfight them a lot of the time. I mean, it hasn't worked every time. But a
If
lot,
it
like,
did, then you'd be-
there are times where they've been against bad matchups and they haven't tagged, but they still did their job. Which was great. And then there's times where, like, you know, they're doing great and they don't need to tag, but they do anyway. It's like, God damn it, Goten, you could have gone elite 5 times by now.
Yeah. Fun fact. Remember how I was talking about, actually now you are tied with tags with androids. You're tied with them.
Yeah,
Both of you-
tied for the suckiest.
Yeah, both of you have 9. You remember I was talking...
999.
Jesus. Remember I was talking about how Frieza had enough tags to equal an entire team?
Yep.
You still have enough tags to equal your team. Frieza has 9. Alone Frieza equals your entire team's tags.
And
Yours on
yet we
Android.
still
Correction,
kick
Frieza
their ass.
surpasses his entire team's tags.
Oh, did Frieza tag? Frieza did tag!
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But yeah, their team has 22 tags in total. They are... Jesus. And mainly thanks to Frieza, but Meta Cooler and Mecha Frieza are pretty tag happy, so is King Cold with 3. Cooler's the only one who's kind of a dick.
He's just like, no, I got this.
He tagged out
got
once.
this. He never
Ow,
has
I don't
that.
got this.
And now he's like,
Yeah.
guys, help. And they're like, no, you asked for it.
You got this, man.
You
got
got it,
this.
you got it. And then he just hits it with an ultimate.
Your death cases, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
get him death.
But yeah, I mean, tagging means a lot. It helps a lot of teams sort of stay alive and outlast a team that could possibly beat them.
Yep.
And even if your team's just beating a character, tagging out helps a lot. It saves one of your stronger characters from having to die against, say, a weaker character. Like Earth Defenders versus Mahjons. Yamcha tagged out before he died. It probably wasn't the best play ever, but he still tagged out and he was there. And he was able to do damage afterwards. Even on a bar, he's a strong character and it helps. So there's stuff like that. So tagging does mean a lot.
Even
And
if it's only a bar, yeah.
And you should consider it when you're testing AI. During the off season, doing 2v2 testing, it's tough to get them to tag, but if you do see them tagging a lot, it is a benefit, and you should consider it when thinking about AI to pick, because it means a lot. Okay,
Cool.
so on to the matchup. Junk Shot equals Ginyu starting to suck.
No. I mean, Saiyaman was actually pretty on his game, surprisingly. I mean, it was against Ginyu, but he connected with everything. Every B2 he fired, he hit with. His ultimate, he hit with. Every clash, he won.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't the greatest in Melee. I mean,
okay.
for a while. I mean, he wasn't. I think Ginyu basically fought him evenly in Melee, and then Saiyaman decided to spam, and that's what turned the match.
He didn't exactly spam. He did do a B2 and an ult.
Hits.
Yeah. But Ginyu hasn't been a slouch in Melee. It's just he doesn't really have anything other than he can combo somewhat well. He can't really follow up. He has that's his issue now. They fixed his Melee. His Melee is good, and if you give him max power or something, he will endlessly murder you with that thing. But
I mean, I
chances
remember
of him going to max power and doing a combo big enough to kill you, not high.
I mean, I remember when they used to give him, what was it, Kibito's Secret Art and Light Body, which wouldn't always work, but it helped. Or Power Body in Kibito's Secret Art, which is something we've used on GT Goku to great effect.
Screw your team, man.
Okay, so...
I'm like, my team would roll over and die before stepping on the field with a build like that.
Okay, so before you start
Radish
arguing
use
about
it.
something else that I haven't been paying attention to.
Yay! No paying attention.
Have we talked about Gohans at all?
Talking currently.
Okay,
Gohan,
well, I'll add something to that in a second, but I wanted to say something about Ginyu. So, Ginyu Force is is out of the playoffs, right?
Yep. They're in testing mode now.
Okay, so Ginyu plays Val's next week and Super Saiyan's 15. So I say if they can get Ginyu working in that time and they win at least one of those games, it's a win.
Oh, yeah.
So
I think if Ginyu...
Now, I wish they would have made playoffs because I love Ginyu. I love Dawn and all those guys over there, but...
I wish they made playoffs
Power
over
body
basically any other team in my
Ginyu.
division. I would be much more willing to fight them in playoffs than...
Hey, good news is...
I'll be back in a
What division would you
second.
be in right now if season's ended today?
I'd still be in West.
Okay,
I'll be back in a second.
Ginyu would be in South, though. So you don't want to have to deal with Ginyu next season, more than likely. So
Poor Ginyu.
We can all root for Ginyu.
They
next season.
just made it out of South Kai last season, and now they're going back there.
Hey, it's okay.
Unless something changes.
Well, right now it's going to be... Vals are going to be in South Kai.
Oh, ow.
So you've got...
That's going to be painful.
I'm pretty sure it's obviously Derp, Ginyu, Vals, and I want to say, unless something changes, it will be... It might be DBW?
Depends on how they do at the end of the season.
Yeah, the last spot's like...
Wait,
It
okay,
could
so...
be anybody.
Wait, what are you talking about?
We're talking,
Who's going to be in South Kai?
The three that would be in South Kai for sure right now, if the season ended right now, are Derp, Ginyu, and Vals.
Yes. Muscle is technically in there at the moment because of their low damage output. Low average damage. And literally all of Westsky is people who are 6 and 7 right now. That is all of Westsky.
West Kai.
Except for Ginyu.
No, I mean, next season's Westsky.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You're in
North Kai right now.
North Kai right now, right? Yep.
As long as we stay even or above Team Cold, we're in North Kai,
I was
basically.
just about to say something that I'm not allowed to say yet. So
What?
about that? No, you can hear this after I've talked to you about this before.
You probably have, but I don't know which one you're talking about now.
Well, I'll here. But whatever. So, oh gosh.
Okay, wait. I got the spreadsheet from up, and here is Season 7's placements as of As of week 13. I think he's updated. Yes, he has. Obviously, a North guy, it's Earth Defenders, Super Saiyans, Androids, and guess what? Rugrats. So, there you go.
Yay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now-
I'll remember that.
Yeah.
East-
Now, I was about to say something about it.
Yeah. East guy is Cold, Booze, Blades, and Gohans. Cold, Booze, 8 and 5, Blades and Gohans, 7 and 6. So I need the Gohans
Wait, the
to
Gohans are
lose.
7 and 6?
Yep,
Yeah.
Gohan's
Go
doing
Gohans!
pretty damn well.
Yeah, they got a positive record. I need them to lose so I can get into East guy, and
No,
I need
Gohans. Don't listen to G.
I
Win.
need
You have
Majins,
justice.
Valkyries, and
monkeys.
Gohans to lose. I need all 3 of those teams to
They
lose.
are monkeys with no sense of justice. You have the entirety of justice on
What are you
your
talking
team.
about? I got Bardock on my team,
But is
man.
Bardock
Justice galore.
No, he beats his kids. That's not justice.
It's justice in one sense.
It's justice when they misbehave.
You saw what happened to Adrian Peterson.
No.
Oh, well, I guess I'm the only person that watches sports. I'm just going to go over here in the corner.
Shame.
Okay.
Shame.
on you, sports.
Who watches
Come on.
sports nowadays?
I do.
Everyone's into the
The
league.
book I was reading right now is literally about sports.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, so yeah.
Okay,
And
so I'm going to talk for the Gohans.
Yay, Gohan.
Since I watched this match basically only for... Well, okay, I like both of these teams, so... But, okay, so Sandman wrecked Ginyu. Well, didn't wreck Ginyu. He took 2 bars of damage, then wrecked Ginyu.
uh-huh.
And then...
Goldo wrecked Sayman.
Yeah.
Woo!
Goldo did something, yeah.
Mainly through melee, which was awesome.
Yeah. That's something. They've got Goldo, I wouldn't say fixed, but he's working.
Okay.
Is it a different AI that's making him work better, I wonder?
Is
Because
it
he's
Chaozu
it's
AI from-
noticeably better, and he's not having
Yes,
to use
yes.
power
Chaozu
body.
AI.
It's the Chao AI, and they did something smart, but unfortunately, I think it hurt Ginyu a little. They took Ginyu's build. Its defense plus 3, eternal life, and indignation for that little up in damage.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think Ginyu works better on it. I mean,
Mm.
Chaozu AI is just is very melee heavy, and that
considering
build's
Goldo's
just
defense negatives anyway. It just kind of makes him a normal character.
it helps against
Or
a character-
Goldo's, I mean. Did I say Ginyu or Goldo? Doesn't matter. Goldo.
Yeah, it helped against Sayman, who was very melee aggressive. He did use B2s, but he only used 1 against Goldo, I think. That's not really much. And he was melee aggressive with no melee Bataras, so it might have looked better than it was. But he was aggressive and he was overpowering Sayman in melee. He just wasn't doing the damage, I think, to beat any other character.
Yeah.
Was on the legitimate melee.
Unless, like, he tagged or did an ultimate, which sadly...
Yeah. They need to find an ult spam on him, because if they can find an ult spam AI on him, probably tough. Probably
I
already
think-
look for it. But
I
if they
think
find one,
Chaozu was what they had at the end of last season when he did, like, 3 ultimates against the Boos.
well, it's time to test Savior Galore. I mean,
No.
Savior Kabitos. Test it out. I mean, you do have 2
I mean,
test weeks.
yeah, that's basically all Goldo has, though. I mean,
Yeah, unfortunately.
Sucks.
Start throwing pencils.
Yeah, man.
So, and then Teen came in and cleaned up.
Jace did pretty damn nice against Teen, though.
Yeah. Well, Jace is Jace, so.
Jace.
Yeah.
Jace is Jace.
Right.
and then
He's amazing.
Ultimate Gohan came in and just
I feel
took
like
no
I feel
prisoners.
like okay. So here's the problem with this. I feel like the only week Ginyu is like a real threat is when they have Jace and Birder in.
Yeah, because
And-
because then they have, you know, kind of
Yeah.
like a fast melee and B2.
They have 2
Birder's
good
kind of like
characters.
Birder's like a well-balanced character. Jace is a B2 heavy character, and Ginyu is a melee character. It's like they have that kind of synergy right there.
Like
They
okay,
they got Jace figured out, though. I mean,
no Jace is amazing. He's
look at his build right now. They are like, screw charging. We're bypassing that shit.
they don't need it.
It's Kabito Secret Art and Dragon Power. 4 points, and it's worth it.
They don't need it. They
Yeah,
don't
2
need
power,
charge.
max power, B1,
That's
and he
More
goes to
than
max
4
power
points,
now.
but okay.
He does it all the time. He doesn't need. He doesn't.
No,
need
it's
to
2
he
points.
does pressure balls, hits with the majority of them.
Jace's
Debatably.
B.
I don't think he
Yeah.
even needs dragon power, really.
He really
No, it
doesn't.
helps because Kabitos is only gonna let him get in those extra 1 or 2. Letting him keep on doing it is just amazing because it's only 2 points for him. You might as well.
No. Dragon power.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't.
Dragon Power, he doesn't have that. Dragon Spirit.
Oh, dragon spirit. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I,
Dragon
you,
Spirit.
you said power before. And I'm
Oh,
like,
my
okay.
fault.
Yeah,
Um,
no, yeah. Those 4 points are totally worth it.
Yeah, and Light Body, obviously. Which is... And Savior. His entire thing is an alt-heavy thing. If they could fit, what's it called, Style the Strong on there, I bet they would. I mean, he does like his alt. a lot.
Honestly, I wouldn't. I mean, I love Style of the Strong, but you really need a specific character for it.
21 alts. 21 alts.
How many of them hit?
Okay, 10, but 21. He likes to spam it. And let's see who else. The closest person who's hit is Mecha Frieza's hit more by 2, and Bojack's equaled him by 10. By
You know, I would
Both of them got
honestly
that,
love to.
so
I would
that's
love to
pretty
see
good.
Super Plus 2, Kabitos, and Style of the Strong and Savior. I mean, I know they can't fit all that on one character, but jeez, crow, would that be awesome?
Isn't Style Strong only 4 points?
Style of the Strong's 4 points, Kabitos 2.
You could fit it.
Yeah, but you can't fit Savior and
Oh, you
Super
can't fit
Plus 2
Savior.
at the same
Yeah.
time.
I think
No,
you
you
could-
can't.
I think you could technically run him without Savior. It's just a nice thing to have.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Mecha Frieza only has 4 Blastocs. If it was Frieza, and he was as consistent, I would say yeah, it's worth a shot. But Mecha only has 4 Blastocs, and his max power costs 3.
Yeah.
It's like Raditz. It's like eh.
No, yeah, I see the trade-off there.
Jace, on the other
so
hand.
we need to stop talking about Mecha Frieza and move on to the next match.
Yeah, but yeah, Jace, 4 Blastocs, I think.
He has 4.
But it's 2 bars.
4
Two.
2 bars, yeah.
Yeah, so he can still do it twice, just like maybe.
And then with
He's
Dragon
amazing.
Spirit, it just kind of charges up fast.
He doesn't need charge anymore, and his melee isn't bad by any degree. He's still good at it. He can last long enough for those 2 bars, 2 Blastocs.
So Kid Gohan never had to step on the field. Yay!
The Raccoon
yay,
did
rah, rah,
pretty
rah.
nice. And again, I will suggest this again. Freaking spam. That
Yeah, he's got-
TNAI though.
Defensive spam though. Defensive.
Yeah, defensive spam.
specifically.
You can throw a massive throw in there is still a good idea. He still does it, I think. Not a lot, but he still does
Not
it.
as
It's
much.
still
I
nice.
think he's on. I think basically from what
TNAI,
I
he
remember
doesn't
in the
do
off
so much.
season, the Ginyu has like, hey, we've got Raccoon AI, which does massive amounts of throws and some melee, but not much else. And then we've got, hey, it's I think it's what Piccolo AI that does everything a lot
Better.
more consistently.
Just less
And
throws.
it's definitely a trade-off.
But now they're on TNAI, which TNAI is just an AI that's all
Interesting.
over, is on so many teams. It's because it's an AI that does melee well and B2 spam. It's
You talking
just
about Piccolo?
TNAI.
TN.
Yeah, it does
Okay.
both those very, very well.
Kind of related to it's related to the TNI thing. So we just did tests for minor league.
Woo!
Those just
Oh, yeah,
came back
yes.
Today, and I literally threw TNI on all 3 of my characters,
hmm
and TNI is the best on all 3 characters.
I watched. Okay, it outright beat Trunks AI for Nappa.
We didn't do. Did I do? No, I did Piccolo
Yeah.
guy for Nappa.
No, it was Trunks. You put
No.
Trunks.
No.
Check it.
I'm gonna kill a glacier if.
No, you wrote Trunks.
Mm,
You wrote Trunks.
if I wrote Trunks, then I feel like I'm forgetting things that I wrote.
Hello, Havoc's here, people.
No,
If he talks,
it says
I don't know.
Piccolo.
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe I saw it wrong.
Yeah,
I
don't
could've sworn I
sass me. I know what I wrote.
Happy
I could-
birthday to whoever's in Havoc's
Okay, well,
house.
it-
Happy
it-
birthday to whoever's in Havoc's house.
Oh, his mom, I think, right?
Happy
Oh,
birthday!
maybe.
To tell your mom we say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Havoc's mom.
Yeah.
So here's the question: is Havoc's mom Chaos?
No, she's 51.
I just got that. That's pretty good. Yeah. So, I just wanted to say TNAI is definitely one of the more solid AIs in the league because it was on Nappa, Spopovich, and the Champ, and it was the better out of all of the ones. For all three.
Yep.
Of them.
I will say this though for the Champ and Dirt. Listen up.
Yeah.
Vegeta AI was the other one.
Oh, they've
and
been
it
on
was.
Vegeta AI for the past couple weeks.
Oh, then
That's
keep
where
it.
I went and got it. I went on. I do research.
Okay.
I went and looked up Herc's performances, and the 2 weeks he did the best, I pulled the two best AIs, or those two AIs, and tested them against each other.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just saw the Vegeta AI was like super present.
He
present
loves his
happy.
present bombs. The funny thing is, every time every time Herc does a combo, he punches, and then he does always consistently on default AI he will try and do his grab. He will
It's
try and grab
worthless.
after his combo. So
I
not
think-
only does he do his combo, and then as soon as he's done with his grab, he throws a rock.
Yeah, that's
10
hilarious.
out of 10 times he does it.
Just an extra point of damage.
And the bad thing is, that music in the background was completely unfitting for a fight between that champ and the champ, and I was in astronomy listening to my teacher talk about space.
Space.
Anyway, back to Raccoon. TNAI was freaking awesome. Threw on a Racer Cannon as it came out because TNAI is really good with throwing B2s as it comes out. Followed up by really good melee. I don't think it got a throw in, but it did good melee.
He
And then-
did not get a throw in. He tried twice, didn't get him.
And then he proceeded to do a lot of he did 2 more of those volley attacks, which I gotta say his volley is really good. It does 7k. It lasts a long time.
Yeah, I mean,
So Dende's would be useful.
I mentioned to the Guinea Force if they could just get Raccoon to spam, he has some great B2s.
Yeah, I mean he threw out 3 B2s with no charge, and he wasn't out on the field that long by any means. So seriously, like I mean you're on test now. I understand you're not doing it before, but you're on test now. Consider it. It seems like a good idea, especially with TNAI.
Defensive spam, it's what originally got Nappa to work.
Uh-huh.
Do it.
We never use it, but it is what it is what got him working.
Okay, so we should probably move on to the next match.
Yeah.
Team Gohan
When
did
it
good.
was.
On a defense +3, geez, okay, yeah. Jeez.
Oh, can we not move on now? I don't want to talk about this. I didn't pay much, even though this is my match, I didn't pay much attention to it.
We'll talk.
I honestly didn't either, other than the fact that Bobbity kicked the crap out of
remember.
Tien.
Okay, I can explain the last part of it. I didn't.
No,
okay.
I explain everything. ED was basically the worst team alive. They did nothing.
Okay,
Margins are destroying.
So what I
Joking.
think is that G's still mad that we beat him with Goku pretty much only.
Maybe a little.
And even though his team pulled a Goku this week,
No, Bardock just can't.
Goku is Bardock, Bardock is Goku. Get over it.
No, they
So,
just look alike and never been in the same room together.
This week, okay, we had Krillin. We had Krillin, Yamcha. What I don't understand. I wasn't involved in the forums this last week either. This is the first week I'm getting back involved with the forums. And
Yamcha, Mid Goku, Krillin, and Tien was your lineup.
I know. I do not understand why we benched Chaozu.
I don't know.
There was no reason. I understand why we need to bench, and we want to get benches out of the way. Why would we not bench Yamcha or
Let's see.
I imagine you wanted
Division?
Yamcha to out melee Spopovich is what I was
That's what we
thinking.
thought. That's what we want. I don't know what they wanted.
But then Spopovich was benched this week because he had to be. He was rotation locked.
Yeah, I know, which is why I don't understand it. Chaozu would have been a much better pick. We could have rotated Yamcha out, and we could have got Yamcha's last bench.
I think they believed Yamcha was still the stronger character in general and can take more.
Like they thought that, but I still feel like Chaozu could have done more than Yamcha because Yamcha, in retrospect, against this team who they have. First off, you don't want Yamcha going up against Deborah. You don't want that. You don't want Yamcha going up against Bobbity. Would have been fine, but I mean,
As long
The way
as
he was
Yamcha
playing,
outclassed-
maybe not.
okay, not this week. Before
Not
this
yet.
week, you would Yamcha versus Bobbity. You'd think Yamcha would win,
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
and then
Well, no, as long as Yamcha outclassed him.
okay, whatever that yes, and then and then what other matchups? There's no other than
Maju.
Spopovich. What matchups would you want him in?
Maybe Maju Vegeta?
No,
do not want
Maju,
him
I
fighting
think.
Maju.
No,
You do
because
not
that
want
spam comes out
Yamcha
quicker
fighting
than
Maju,
his.
and you do not want even Majin Vegeta. You really Yamcha was literally
Actually?
the worst choice for this week. We should have.
Yeah, lots of B2 spam. Lots of ranged B2 spammers.
Yes, we.
I could see him easily taking Majin Vegeta.
I
Majin
know.
Vegeta is not the best.
I'm not saying I don't see him taking it, but I still feel like Chaozu would have been a stronger pick for this because of his fast melee and the ability to go long range. But and then Yamcha is basically just melee. He throws out a Kamehameha every once in a while, and he throws out a Spirit Ball rarely, very rarely.
Hey, I mean,
But
I don't know.
I
Actually, they might have been expecting Maju. Or maybe this was
I
just a
don't know. I
precautionary.
don't know what they were thinking, and I don't really care at this point.
Yamcha has Mirage,
Yeah.
but so does Krillin. So it
After
might just be
image.
they put it on their
Yeah.
two melee characters.
Yeah, they did. I get that much, but I don't know. I
Oh
still-
yeah, they had an after image battle this week. That was awesome.
That was
Krillin-
hilarious.
That was amazing. Krillin, whoever it was against, who was it against?
Bora, I think.
Deborah. That was amazing.
Or
That was.
was it Bora?
No,
Was it Deborah?
it wasn't Deborah. It was Was it? I think it was Majin Vegeta.
Majin Vegeta has after image strike.
No, he's got Princess Pride and then the full power thing.
Then it's the Bora.
I don't. It might have been.
It was Deborah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Deborah.
Yeah, it was Deborah.
They tagged. Yeah, Deborah tagged into Babidi. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, so that was hilarious.
So I think Yamcha should have been out. In my opinion, that was the clear choice to take Yamcha out. But I don't know. Whatever. It's fine.
Okay.
Krillin. We had to have Krillin in.
Mhm.
So Krillin, there's no point in arguing that. I don't want to talk. I'll talk.
He didn't do so bad.
No, we'll talk about how they did later. I would have kept Goku in. I
He
wanted.
threw an ultimate.
Yeah,
Sort of.
sort of. But
Didn't exactly all hit, but
Yeah,
he threw it.
I said we'll talk about this later. Shh. So we wanted Goku in. I would have put Goku in anyways, and then Tien. But I don't agree with. I understand we thought Tien could outlast Babidi, but there's no way we were gonna outfight Babidi with Tien.
Well, not with the spam, no.
No.
I could easily see Tien. I don't know. I guess
mean,
they might have been expecting a very aggressive Tien, which would be. I mean, he had one really aggressive match. But
Yeah, he's had one really aggressive match, and then the rest of the time he's just lived. Which
Yeah,
he lived.
he's just
He did
outlasted.
live. He lived this week too, but then he still lost.
Yeah, but you got
The thing about Tien could theoretically be a good counter for the Majins because of Key Blast Cannon and long range, right? That's not exactly what happened.
That is not what
Yeah.
happened at all.
No, okay. Well, Tien is kind of weird. You have to realize, and this is something I've been trying to keep track of, you have to realize who initiates a melee fight and it might seem like your character's really aggressive one week, but is it really your character being aggressive, or is your character just sort of passive and the other character being so in his face?
That's
It-
what
like,
Bobby
even-
did.
Yeah, your character could be winning this bout, but is he the one initiating the fights? Is he actually being aggressive? And that's sort of what I thought with Turles. It's like, oh, look how aggressive Turles is. He's always in melee fights. And then like after a week or 2 or 2 or 3 weeks, we were like, he's not actually starting fights. We were just matching up with very aggressive people.
Mm-hmm.
He's really passive. He's incredibly passive. And Tien's the same way, and he got one lucky match against Cooler where he was incredibly aggressive. But overall, I think he's just really good at being defensive, and he
And
can
if it was
counter other
Cooler,
melee
Cooler's been
characters.
crap this season.
Yeah, so there's that. But yeah,
So your really aggressive match was against a really crappy character. Good job.
yeah, but I mean, Tien's still a really good character, and he's super defensive
doing
and very
great
good
this
at.
season. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
he's very dodgy and very good at counter meleeing. He's just not aggressive, and they might have been expecting that, thinking, oh, he'll be aggressive enough to shut down a B2 spammer. Because Babidi doesn't have the best charge still. He has decent, but not the best. and it doesn't really work. It doesn't really work out.
Nope.
Yeah, but Bobby did pretty damn amazing.
Bobby.
And it was fun to watch. He did
Bobby's
66,000.
been doing damn well, and yet
Yeah.
I think this is like the first time people actually notice it.
Yeah, him and this entire match was sort of low damage all around. I mean, Earth Defenders 47,000 on Yamcha, 54,000 on Mid Goku, obviously. Krillin at 19 and Tien at 34, which isn't a lot in total. And then Majins with 42 and then 37, 37 and 66. It's not too high. It equals about an entire team, yes, but a lot of teams
Well,
tend
it would
to
have
go. Yeah, obviously. But a lot of teams tend to go over that because of Dende's healing, Eternal Life, and then doing extra damage with like
tags.
alts and B2s. Yeah, with tags and B2s and doing extra damage even if a person's dead. Like an alt hitting on a person with like only 5,000 health left. So it's just a little surprising. It's a little low. But yeah, Babidi overall did pretty damn well. Almost doubling.
ED is still the top-ranked damaging team in the league.
Wait, what?
Yay.
ED? Oh, obviously. That's not going to change.
Yeah, they are, what was it, 13,000 points above the androids at this point? Oh, no, I'm sorry, no. 3,000 points above the androids.
I was gonna say 15,000 pushing it.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
10,000. You're 13,000 above Rugrats, who are fourth.
They are, well, I don't know if it's been updated yet, but I don't think it has. No, it has not. They are only 3,000 above androids. And, yeah, that's their closest androids. And then Super Saiyans are 8,000 behind them. And then it just sort of gets bigger gaps between other teams, and then sort of slims out after hitting the Saiyans and below. There's a really
They are,
big
let's
gap
see, they are
between
84,000 above Derp.
Derp doesn't even equal an entire team. Their average damage doesn't even equal an entire team's damage.
Well, because they've only won once, of course, but still.
No. I mean, like, Guinea Force. They're 20,000 at least. They're even so, you can still hit an entire team's health by just fighting a sort of even match. Derp just constantly goes way below that.
Yeah, they got the crap beat out of them.
Yeah.
Poor Derp.
Or Derp. Anyway, this match, Majub was awesome. Shut down Mid Goku for the most part until Meteor Mash.
Mirage. I mean,
he didn't have a Mirage.
energy wave is what I meant to say.
Yeah, 6K on those things. That's nice. That's very nice. I wish we could have
Interrupting,
it.
now I'm mad and all that stuff.
Jeez, like he stopped a B2 and then stopped a B1. That's just good. That's just really good.
Beats him at his own game, except he doesn't have max power. But haha!
Dude, if they could get Majub to alt spam, it'd be the scariest thing. Because that lightning arrow.
They did in week 1, and they haven't been able to do it again.
That was pure luck, though, because he came out first.
Unfortunate, because we would have kicked their... Yeah, that was pure luck, because he was... Exactly, yeah. And they haven't been able to do it again. Hey, Majins, put Majub first, except not in week 15.
Obviously, that's how you make a person alt spam. Place
Yeah,
them first.
I mean, clearly.
Okay. Well, is there anything else anyone wants to say? The
Pui
builds
Pui
weren't...
still 100% connection rate?
Wait, what?
Pui sweep?
Oh, yeah.
That's
do
not a
it.
thing.
Yeah, so,
Thing.
It would be
Except-
awesome if it was just like, he came out first and then destroyed everyone with nothing
God.
but Pui Pui.
Jesus.
Well, I would say that it's funny that everybody in North Kai is the exact same, except for the lower two being one game closer.
Yep.
Okay.
You know what?
Now, before we continue on with this train of thought, who do you think will get the final playoff spot in North Kai?
Oh, I still think ED have it.
The last playoff spot.
Oh, the last one.
No.
I thought you were talking about the bye week.
No.
I
still think we'll get that too for obvious reasons, but whatever.
I think Majins have it over Muscle. I mean, Majins just seems scarier than Muscle this season.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
well,
in general.
let's see their matchups.
And Majins beat Muscle, didn't they?
Yes.
So, I
Unless-
mean,
unless-
Muscle.
Basically, Muscle has
all they
to
have to
win
do
out.
is stay even.
Oh, wow. Okay. Muscle versus Gohans, which by no means are a easy team to
Oh
beat.
no, they're fighting Gohans, and then the next week they have who do they have next?
DB Warriors, who, I mean, if you're fighting Nam, you might have trouble, but
Okay, so what they have to do. Okay, so here's what both teams have to do So Muscle needs to win next week at. Okay, so they don't
At all costs.
they don't
Yeah.
technically need to win, but winning would be very helpful to them in their goal. But Majins are at Namek, and nobody knows how Namek's gonna play. So we could either get the really good Nameks.
Did you say no one knows how Namek's gonna play? Come
We know
on.
No.
exactly. We know
Okay.
exactly how
No,
Namek are going to
I
play.
mean,
We
nobody
just
knows-
don't know if they're going to show up.
We know what you mean.
Okay, so if we don't know if they're gonna get the really weird Nameks that we've been getting the past couple weeks, or the really good Nameks that dethroned androids.
I'd like to bring this up, just for a slight moment, or maybe I should save it until we get to
Nope,
the next
do it.
match.
No, I don't care.
Okay. Namek's sort of, it didn't get lucky in the beginning.
A little
They,
bit.
it was a slight bit of luck, but it was more that they threw out builds that were unexpected, and no one knew what to expect from them in the beginning, because it's like, what's this? Maybe they'll change it up. Maybe they'll do this, and people were
Yeah,
speculating.
there was no logic or reasoning or testing behind
Yeah.
these decisions.
And this entire season's been a counter season. Everyone's trying to counter each other, except for Namek.
Yeah,
and when-
Namek's just like, no, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, and the first
We
couple
got
weeks,
this!
what I'm assuming is that everyone who faced them in the first couple of weeks were like, oh man, I don't know what to expect. I'm just gonna do this and hope it works out, or maybe if I counter this, and maybe they'll do this, and probably just gets it all wrong because Namek doesn't change anything.
Namek don't give a shit.
Yeah, they end up winning because the other people's counter something that doesn't even show up.
Yep.
But
Their
as time
counters
goes
weren't
on, people realize that no,
Yeah.
this isn't some incredibly genius strategy. This is just, I don't want to change anything. And they have been countered repeatedly.
Time and time again.
And they are on a losing streak now because of it. They're on a three loss streak right now, 4 maybe. I could
Yep.
be wrong. Yeah.
Yep,
So they've been doing pretty bad as of late, and I think it's because people finally get the gist of what they're doing, as in nothing.
But still, I mean, they haven't changed anything for 6 weeks, and then week 7 they beat androids. So
That's where they started kind of getting their.
They got lucky.
they
I'm not
did
gonna
get lucky, and androids
tag.
kind of derped.
I'm sorry.
and
Nail and early pick.
androids kind of derped.
Yeah. Nail and early Piccolo tagged up way more than they should have that match.
Yeah, they basically won that match through tags.
Yeah. By the way,
Still,
Nail 7 tags.
it was a damn close match still, but
Yeah, but I think they got a little bit lucky on that part with so much.
and
tagging
then
going
they
on.
beat the Vals like right after that.
Again,
That's not that much of an accomplishment this season.
Not now,
No.
but like at the time, it was like,
I guess
oh,
they were a little scarier back
I-
then.
I think
in
it
the
was
first half of the
more.
season, yeah.
I don't think it was they were scarier. I think it was you didn't see their record complete yet, so that you didn't see how scary they could be or how bad they could be. You didn't know which one it was,
Yeah.
and you just assumed they were scary because of last season. I'm sure they had the same problems they're having now, earlier, if not more.
But we just didn't notice it at the time. Anyway, I would like, because I gotta go soon because it's late, but I would like to point out that I'm pretty sure that there is a very real possibility, well, not very real, but there is a possibility of East Kai being a 4-way tie.
Oh, East Guy?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Basically, if Androids and Rugrats lose the next 2 matches, and if Dragon Ball Warriors and Valkyries win the next 2 matches, it's going to be a 4-way tie. It's
Androids will make.
because
Wait.
Androids face Dragon Ball Warriors next week.
Have you faced androids yet?
Yes, Androids beat us.
And androids beat Valks?
No, Valkyries beat Androids. Androids beat Rugrats. Rugrats beat Valkyries. all that remain. Dragon Ball Warriors beat Valkyries. So if Dragon Ball Warriors beat androids, Dragon Ball Warriors will have beaten every single Isekai team, and they'd be top rank if they got if it was a 4-way tie.
Okay, so Rugrats are basically out of this.
No,
Well, not
you.
exactly. I mean, if it was a 4-way tie, I think they'd have the worst of it because they've already lost.
No,
A 4-way tie for what? North Kai?
for
East.
top for Isekai.
Yeah, a 4-way
yeah.
tie.
Okay, so who does Androids plays?
Dragon Ball
Androids
Warriors
play
has.
Dragon Ball Warriors and Saiyans.
Okay.
If Dragon Ball Warriors beats Androids, they are if it becomes a 4-way tie, they are guaranteed the top spot.
Yeah.
And I think Valkyries, because it would go off of average damage. I think
Valkyries
at
would
the
be
bottom.
booted.
Okay.
It would be booted. So Valkyries has the worst chance right now.
So Dimension, you want DBW to win?
I want DBW to win and then to lose.
And you do win, but
That's
then
what I
That's
want.
gonna be
They
tough
become
because
shit.
if they beat Androids, they're gonna have momentum going into the muscle match.
Yeah.
I feel like if they win this week, they're gonna win next week.
I think Muscle's been
I mean, yeah, it
a
is
little bit
Muscle.
below par.
I'm really not scared of Muscle at this point, and the way that Nom
That's
are going,
not something you should be saying because they still have some of the scariest characters in the entire league.
They do, but I don't think they've been
but they're
utilizing it so
they're
well.
much easier handled this season than they were
Yeah.
last
I
season.
really want to see Muscle make the playoffs now and whoop Dimension.
By the way, we should move on to the next.
In order for Muscle to whoop me, they'd have to whoop you. So,
Oh,
by all
that's
means,
true.
go ahead. Go ahead, Muscle. Whoop Earth Defenders. I want to face you in the playoffs now.
You want to fight us again, Dimension?
No, I want to face Muscle.
Well, too bad.
Okay, guys, we gotta get to the next match quick.
Who says that? We've been rambling on.
I know. This has gone on too long.
Okay.
What is the next match? So we can do it like...
Valkyries and Derp. It'll be a quick one.
Good.
Oh,
then we can-
I kind of forced this one from my memory. It's just kind of...
Let's see. Derp lost.
Devilman did something. Congratulations.
Really? He's like the only character that does that.
No, Salsa does stuff sometimes.
Sometimes.
He was on, what was it, Key +2 this time, and his 2-bar rush attack still did about 8,000 damage.
He is so too good. Why?
I know.
I mean, he is too
Devilman
good to
nerf,
not be
please.
doing this well.
Devilman
Please
nerf.
nerf the weakest team. They're too
Yes,
strong.
nerf.
We can't have them. We can't handle them. Yeah, Devilman was pretty good. 4 B2s, 3 hit. Herc was pretty good at abusing his grandchild. 3 presents.
That was fun to watch because Squeak just got so excited. Oh my god, another present!
She can't contain the joy!
It was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, that was great. But
How old
yeah.
is Videl, out of curiosity?
Videl,
Sad.
When she had Pan?
When she had Pan? Oh, like 23.
Oh, was she? I thought she
no,
was...
wait, that was 3 years after
She was just
the
getting out of...
Majin Buu.
Was
Yeah,
it?
she,
Oh, okay.
When she
8,
had
she was like
Pan?
21 then.
When she had Pan.
Yeah. No. Like, she was pregnant with Pan. Like, in the drag...
In Battle of Gods,
Gods.
she was like 22.
Yeah, she was like 21. Because she was 18 and then 3 years next, or wait, was it 3 or 5 years after?
It was 3 years after Boo, the Battle of Gods happened.
Yeah, so it was like 21 or
So
22,
it was
depending
like
on how old she
22.
was.
She'd probably be around 22.
Yeah.
She's still young for a child.
I mean, that's decent age, I guess.
It's
a
normal.
little
It
young.
seems normal, yeah, but it still feels young to me.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's young.
Well,
Anyway,
She's still doing Justice junk shots with her, hubby
she's
poo.
making sure no more babies happen.
No more accidents like Pan. I mean, what?
We all
Okay.
agree with what?
That just turned out so weird.
We're done with
Nothing.
this
Nothing. Nothing.
Fasha didn't even have to come out this match, if I'm not mistaken.
Not like she would have done anything anyway. Oh, shots fired.
Ooh. I kind of, you know what Val should
Karma
do?
is gonna kick my ass.
You know what Val should do? They should drop Fasha for Sengaya. I swear it's a good idea. It's not because we want to pick her up.
Yeah,
Do
no, saying no.
We don't want her. We have Turles and Raditz. Come on, we don't need
Pearls and
Fasha.
Raditz are
I
stronger than Fasha, yeah.
I swear, I am saying this for the good of Val's. Drop
Who would you
Fasha for
drop?
Sengaya. Turles.
Oh yeah,
on-
good point, right.
Wait, okay.
With no-
Time
with
out.
no
Are we
question.
talking about Saiyans are not gonna get Fasha?
No, of course not. That's why it's hilarious.
I'll make a deal with him if I have to.
What deal could you possibly make then?
I'll
Says
you can
Vegeta.
dress you can dress Turles up to look like a girl, I swear.
We'll trade you Princess Vegeta for Fasha.
Gee.
I don't think Fasha's that good.
You can take a coaching position in Smash League and offer them all your coins.
I will do that. I will do that if it takes getting Fasha.
Take the deal, Vals. Take the deal. You can get so many characters in Smash League.
Who destroyed most of Derp this season? This week was it?
I was about to say
Sam?
this season.
It was 18.
Oh yeah, that's right, 18. Because she finally kind of came back to her scary ult spam.
Super plus
It wasn't even
two.
ult spam.
Super plus 2, Kabitos, tension up, indignation saver. She used
Which is basically what she was scary on before, and she hasn't been doing.
2 ults, 3b2s, everything hit.
Yep. I mean, I think that's basically what she had against us and the Rugrats, and just she didn't do anything with it.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's a different AI. She is on Vegeta AI now. I don't know if that's any different. It probably isn't. I'll go check, actually.
It still did stuff.
Yeah, I know, but I want to make sure that I'm not mistaken in my assertion here. Frieza. She was on Frieza for a lot of it. Which week did you face them?
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
Maybe 1 week ago. I don't remember.
Wait.
No, yeah, it was the week before we fought you. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because it was Gohan's, Val's, and Saiyans. Yep.
So, week 12. But yeah, I think she was on Vegeta AI on that point. So yeah, I don't know.
So it's still not consistent.
She's been on this build for a while, actually, for 2 or 3 weeks, or maybe 4. I could be wrong. But I mean, I guess something just snapped this match, or maybe it was because they're.
I mean, maybe it was just the opponents. I mean, different opponents, or different style of opponents. Maybe they weren't as, aggressive or something. I mean, it is Derp. They're not exactly the most aggressive team, even on a good day.
Yeah. By the way, I didn't realize this, but, and just off topic, sort of off topic, but 19 and Jiro don't naturally regen all their ki. They stop at the normal 2, and they have to suck up the rest. Unless you give them the
I thought that was the case as well, but I have seen Android 19 go above 2 bars.
But he always has high tension or something.
Oh, is that it?
Always. Jiro had nothing this week, and he didn't move.
So without Bataras, they just charge up to the 2 bars.
Yeah, but they suck up the rest, which works pretty damn well.
But with charge Bataras, they charge normally.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. That's what that was. I didn't know.
Yeah. So maybe 19, the melee guy, is probably the way to go. I like how they're putting Herc on Super Plus 1. It did work to an extent.
It did better.
And Vegeta AI was loving those presents.
I'm just ready for next year when Herc is actually good.
I
gonna happen
so
eventually.
wish for him.
No. See, here's what happens. You're going to make Herc good, and then
Herc
Dirk's going to use your builds.
Yeah.
I'm going to make Herc the best player in the league. He's going to jump from 80 to number 1. I'm
In 1 week.
I'm the unofficial
1
Derp
week.
supporter. Derp,
Dude,
mark my words, Derp. Preseason week 1 next week in minors. Herc's going to be ranked number 1.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm gonna check what AI they've had Herc on.
Yeah, it was Vegeta.
Oh, no, I know. He's had Vegeta the last couple of weeks, but I want to see if they've had TNI on it.
I wonder what they were using last season. Because last season they were doing well.
It was it was TNI up until like week 10, and then they switched it.
Oh yeah, you are right.
I did my research. You shut your mouth. I know.
Hey, I'm just checking stuff.
Do you know what Herc was on season 5?
No, I need to do research on that too.
Probably TN.
I'm doing
because
that.
that's when Herc was doing well.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
And that was without
this coming week.
That was without Draconic Aura.
Yeah, no. I'm testing that next week.
Yep.
So I'm gonna test that. He might have been on TN for all I know. He might have just broke. But I feel like he might be on like Broly or something.
Yep.
That'd be fun.
That
Super aggressive Herc.
Yeah, I think he was on.
I mean, there are times
yeah.
where Herc has done or has tried to do things.
Okay.
Didn't work. Like against Rugrats.
I'm actually checking it. I'm checking it right now, and he has a single build the entire season 5, and it's on TNAI. This build is Super plus 2, Key minus 1, Fighting Spirit, Indignation, Saber, Dragon Power. And it worked.
It did
not
work.
to the best, but it worked.
It made it to the point where you had to counter Herc, as opposed to just deal with him.
Now, let's admit something here. No one really countered it
I
that
did.
much.
We on the Saiyans countered Herc.
But okay, but let's put it this way.
Bardock.
We didn't. We
We did
oh my god, you guys are assholes.
We put Bardock against Herc to mitigate Herc. I swear to you we did.
Douchebags.
I don't know what he's talking about anymore.
And Bardock didn't even launch his ultimate.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, okay, the thing is, Season 5, people weren't changing builds in order to counter people. We're only really setting up, like, oh, I think this guy's a good starter. I think this guy's a good closer. That has all changed. You will see people starting who you would never expect to start and their
Like
build.
Goten.
Like Goten.
You would never
And it
expect Goten to
works.
start. You would never expect Bardock to start.
And he's worked on starter plenty
Once.
of times. No, plenty.
The
Twice.
other time he dropped out, right?
He derped out against O'Reilly.
Yeah.
That was it. The rest of the times he's worked well.
But wasn't he
As a
only
starter.
started like twice?
3 times.
Oh,
2 times he worked. Once he didn't.
Oh well.
I will say starter roles
No,
and everything.
starting
is so
Yes,
different.
you're
EL
okay.
spam.
Okay.
A challenger approaches.
No.
No.
Goku!
You joined right as we were about to end.
Goku.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever.
Anyway. Regarding everything that's happened, Power Body Pan is again there.
Power Body
Fasha
Pan is
didn't really show up.
Herc's gonna
And
overtake Pan.
Android 18 on the build I described before. Kabuto's tension up, indignation, zero.
I want to say something, but I really shouldn't.
Say it.
You know what?
No, he
our
watches this
team-
anyway.
Our our team was kind of like looking at Pan. Like I personally really don't want to
You
pick
guys
up
are
Pan.
weird. You're
I
looking
don't.
at Pan.
Question.
What?
Why?
Because
Because
it's
she's
an
a
option.
child.
It's an option.
Because
Okay.
the Valve, I'll
Dimension.
throw it out there. I thought about trading for Pan when I was the coach of the Rugrats, and I did some test builds, or like watched her test, and they literally tried everything, and she still stuck. She still sucked at everything.
Okay, so here's the question. If you had to drop Chi-Chi and you got to get any character that was on your master list, who would it be?
Kid Buu.
Kid Buu.
What kind of question is that?
Okay,
Yeah,
I forgot Kid Buu was on
seriously.
your list. What about G? If you
Wait
would you
a second. One question. How does kid? I thought he was dependent on age. That
No.
people
Hey,
get,
he's
not
got
height.
his
He's
name.
got Kid in his name. It works.
Well, he's like eternal. He's been there
Logic.
since the
Hey,
time
G,
started.
G,
Okay, fine.
I'm asking you the same question. Who would you drop and who would you pick up?
If what? If I could
If
pick.
you could get anybody on your master list.
Well, my master list is reduced to everyone who's not on my team right now.
Fasha.
King Vegeta and Fasha.
So
That's
you
it.
get Fasha.
Would take Fasha and drop Turles. Her B2s aren't as great, but damn that after him, that wild sense and that melee.
I
mean-
have absolutely no idea who we would pick up.
You'd probably
Early
pick up,
Piccolo, probably
Probably
one of the
Piccolo.
Piccolos.
Piccolo if you had a
All
chance.
Piccolos. Drop your entire team for Piccolo. You can make, I
Earth
think,
Defenders could become the new Team Namek.
yeah, you can.
No, we can't. We can only get 2 Piccolos.
You can get 3, can't you?
No,
One of the-
we can get early Piccolo, late Piccolo.
Wait, who else do they have? They got-
Tambourine King, Piccolo, and Nail.
Right, never mind. You can only get 2.
2 of
Never
them
mind.
are evil, and Nail was never on Earth.
But he did technically fight.
And technically, he is on Earth in the form of Piccolo's body.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, wait, loophole. I'd still rather have TN than
Nah.
Nail, though. So.
Nah,
I mean,
Nail.
if-
Yeah, I'm gonna fight the loophole here for a second.
You don't get a loophole. Shut up.
No, I'm saying I'm gonna
Loophole
fight it. I'm
Hashtag
gonna
success.
break it. The nail in the game is the nail before he fused, so you can't count.
I'll nail you. And
And
conversation.
then there's this big awkward silence. No,
Okay, can we take a time out and say the opening gag to this, when you asked me to turn on the power button, I
Yeah.
turned on my PS3 and I thought I turned it off, and it's been on this entire time.
Woo!
Nice.
You're
Turn it
welcome.
off. I turn it back on.
No.
In answer to your question, to like be a serious, hey, if Rugrats could pick up anyone, but like if anyone that we had the option to pick up, like seriously, like if Valkyries dropped Pan, like if Valkyries said, hey, you can't pick up Cyberman, or like if we couldn't pick up Cyberman, period, and it was like, would you rather Chi-Chi or Pan? I'd pick Pan. I would.
I would debate you on that.
Hey, but
I'm sure you would.
can I just say
No.
that Valkyries can technically debate to have Cyberman and Cell Juniors on their team because they're not really male. You can't determine it.
Oh, guys, here's something I thought about when I was coach. Someone on my team asked if we could do some trades, and I looked at the master list. This could theoretically be Team Rugrats. Ready for this?
Oh, God.
Kid Buu, Aurelie, Trunks, Goten, GT Goku.
Why is that? No. No.
You're just mad. Hey, you're just mad
Super
because
Sa-
you only have 2 people that you can rotate in and out.
Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
okay.
we could go first form Frieza. He's also on the list.
What?
Really?
No.
Are you kidding?
That's not a kid.
No, I'm
That's
not
a
kidding.
full-grown alien.
I know
Full-grown
that master
alien
looks
that's a
like the back
midget.
of my hand.
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
GT Goku is also 50-something years old.
That's bullshit.
Hey, G.
Yeah. So we have access to Frieza.
No, but why is Oob allowed
First
there?
off,
He's too
you would
tall.
never get Frieza because Frieza can't be dropped.
No,
I know,
none.
but still the fact that we
Most
have
of those
access to
characters couldn't be dropped. We could also get Aurelie, by the way. I'm not sure if
Alright,
Aurelie was on
alright.
there, but
No, it really is on
Okay, wait a second. Here's what I don't like about the Rugrats master list. It works in a sort of not a two-way. It's hard to make a metaphor for this, but listen. You're allowed 2 options to get a person on the team. They can either be old enough, young enough,
Or small enough.
short enough. But if they fit one and don't fit the other, they're still allowed on. Yep. Which is, I think, a little stupid. Pick one. Because Oob can make it on being young enough, but he's too tall. And freaking Kid Buu can make it
same
on
with
being
Pan, too.
small enough, but too old.
Yep.
It's like, I mean, come on. Like, I understand the logic, but
I think I just think it should be the small factor, like small
Yeah.
people, and by which case I would say Chaozu would be, but then Chaozu's too old, but then again,
how old is
Like-
Chaozu? He
is
never
Krillin on your
ages.
no, Chaozu's not on the Rugrats master list.
Is Krillin?
I don't think so.
Wait,
no.
why isn't Chaozu on the Rugrats master list?
Because he's too old, is what I remember Squeeze saying.
Kid Buu.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
it has
I-
Kid in the name. I can understand why Kid Buu.
Well, and also Kid Buu is
He's
the original
literally-
form.
I don't care.
Hey, guys.
It's Kid
listen.
Buu from the Dragon Ball Z arc, which means he's as old as the universe.
Hey, G.
Well, also technically Aurelie. How old is Aurelie by this point?
Old. Fuck yeah.
She's an android.
Goku.
No, but I think you take it from this is the Rayleigh from this point in time.
Well, I take you as you're the GM that likes to argue every little detail.
Yes.
Anyway,
yes,
next
I do.
match. Woo! Anyway, actually, no, not next match.
No, we're done.
Yeah, no, we're pretty much done. We're just rambling at this point.
Yeah.
Woo!
Well, that was a great ramble
Ramble
session,
on.
if I do say so myself.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're not
that's
done
why.
yet. We're not arguing.
No, okay, but I will
No.
argue.
My
I'm
turn.
gonna
My
argue
turn.
this right
no,
now.
My
No.
turn.
Ma-
My turn.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
Do it. It's my turn.
Technically,
Do it.
Earth Defenders. I don't know who we drop at this point. Probably still Chaozu.
Krillin.
Well, I mean,
Krillin.
Krillin.
This season we dropped Krillin. And we probably
Unless you can
drop-
fix him again.
No.
Nah.
I'd say the two we would drop is Chaozu and Krillin.
Tien would be my
Chaozu's become
pick.
kind of scary though. That fast melee
Okay,
though.
yeah, I understand he's become kind of scary, but he's not like Tien's always been consistent for us. We don't really need to ever fix him.
You just jinxed yourself so hard.
I don't care. I don't believe in that kind of crap.
I do,
And then
and I have proof to it.
Goku, and we never dropped Goku. And
I don't know,
we'd
dude.
probably never drop you.
Nah, Goku's your weakest member.
Yeah, what are you
Definitely.
talking about, dude?
Drop
I don't know,
Goku. in
he's
an
a one-trick
instant.
pony. It's all he's got.
Now,
Nah.
the real thing is, if are we allowed on the master list? Is Earth Defenders are Earth Defenders what are Earth Defenders allowed to have?
Don't care.
We're
I
allowed,
believe they.
we're allowed to have like every Vegeta after Scouter.
Uh-huh.
We're allowed to have and Majin. We're not allowed to have
Every
Majin.
Goku.
Every Goku.
That's probably not Kid because he didn't technically defend
No,
the
we could
Earth.
still have. I think we could still have Kid.
That's
Yeah,
bull.
you could definitely have
That's
Kid.
bull.
Do we-
Wait,
Yeah,
what
but he
was
didn't
that?
def-
No.
Oh no,
didn't
because
Hey,
he
did.
fought King Piccolo. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
He defended the Earth. We can have. There are a couple others. There are some weird ones on there if I remember right.
Can you get Supreme Kai or not?
Yeah, Jirobe's
Yeah.
on there.
Is
No,
it really?
the Supreme Guy fought to
Hold
save
on,
the Earth.
Where's the master list?
It's in. I always go to season 6 changes, and then there's a little tab thing.
I don't know.
I just went to team customization on Squeeze.
Okay, you can have. Did Nam technically help save the Earth or defend it?
That's what I'm trying to find out right now. I'm trying to get to the thing.
Goten,
Okay, so
Maju.
Is it news and announcements, and it's in season 6 changes?
Yeah, and then like number 7 or whatever is master list.
Okay.
I linked it for you. You got early Goku, mid Goku, early Piccolo, late Piccolo, Kid Gohan, Teen Gohan, Future Gohan, Sword Trunks, Super Trunks, Chaozu, Yamcha, Krillin, Tien, Yajirobe, Super Vegeta.
Yeah,
So
by the
you
way,
have
I
the
don't think
biggest
this is
master list.
correct.
Oh,
I'm
it is.
no. I'm sure they're missing something. I probably could go through the actual list of characters, and you'll see that they're missing someone. Like, say, Majub
And Ultimate Gohan.
and
Yeah.
Oob. Well,
Not
And-
really Oob.
yeah, Oob.
No, Oob defended the Earth. Majub.
Yeah.
Majub, not Oob. Majub.
Oh, Oob didn't do
Against
anything.
Baby
No,
Oob,
I
right?
haven't.
Oob showed up and did like nothing, and then he became. Majin.
Well, I mean, he tried.
I
That's the
guess.
point.
Oob
Okay.
tried.
Yamcha did nothing,
uh,
but he tried.
So we're missing Ultimate Gohan and
Wait, is
Goten
adult
and Trunks.
Gohan isn't there? You're kidding me?
No, Adult Gohan isn't on here. Ultimate Gohan isn't on here.
Well, I think they just are like, wow, you guys have too many people
That's
access
dumb.
to.
That
Because
is dumb,
my
considering it's a
ideal
master
team-
list.
My ideal team would be friggin' like in Vegeta, friggin' mid Goku, probably early Piccolo.
You know, you can even put Seiya Woman on there because in the movie, she helped fight,
I don't know.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
no.
that's bullshit. No,
No,
bullshit.
Say
no,
Woman doesn't count.
The question is what I want.
but Seiya Woman's from the movie.
The question is what
That's
I want.
still bullshit.
Would I want Teen Gohan or Adult Gohan?
Wait a second.
Or
You're gonna recognize that Seiya Woman is a character that's created from the movie, but you're not gonna recognize the movie?
I recognize the movie.
I recognize
And
she's
then
not
she
a
would-
because oh hey, she
Cause-
lent her energy to Goku. That
No,
means
she doesn't lend her
did
energy.
It. Nom did
she,
it. Nom, therefore Nom on the list.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Hey,
She
Well, by
helped,
that logic,
she
every
helped-
person in America should
Okay,
be
when
in the
all-
We have
world.
Android 17 now
in the
too.
in the Janemba movie, all the bad guys from Hell came out, and she and Seiya Man helped fight them off on Earth. AKA, she helped.
so she
defend
killed a
Earth.
couple zombies. Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the owner of Dragon Ball Z League because my master list would be absolute.
Everyone on
absurdity.
everything.
No, that's just because I wanted more variety in the frigging Smash League.
Okay. Also, Kid Trunk's not here. What?
Kid Trunks, Goten, Ultimate Gohan, Adult Gohan, in Vegeta.
Just yeah, Trunks is there. Never mind.
Yeah. No,
Um,
Kid Trunks isn't though.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Master Roshi.
Yeah, Roshi's not there. Who else isn't there? Friggin'
See,
I'm trying to think of who else. This is pretty accurate, except for like those.
GT Goku.
Yeah, GT Goku. Maju.
I'm gonna.
Raditz, come on.
Shut up. Can there be anti-Earth defenders? Raditz is on that list.
Yeah.
Let's go to
Basically,
Vegeta.
Team Saiyan is anti-Earth.
Yeah,
Well,
Team
no,
Saiyan.
Bardock doesn't work, unfortunately. Unfortunately.
I'm trying to think of who else.
Tapion.
Yeah,
Technically.
technically Tapion, yeah. It's 7. They're missing 7 right now.
All right. In all
Anyway,
honesty,
I'm gonna skedaddle,
over half the
guys.
people on
Just
that
late.
roster
Okay.
could be considered
See ya.
Earth defenders. So it'd be
Hasta
broken.
la
to allow
bye-bye.
them all.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm ending this now. This conversation's over.
Captain Ginyu, he was technically in Goku's body, so you can argue.
He was a frog on Earth. He led the frog. Did you guys never hear about the Great Frog War of 1886?
I did never hear that.
Saved the world from imploding on itself.
Once upon a time, Captain Ginyu decided to save the world as a frog. The end.
Yeah. You can put...
There's so many people. Honestly, I think that we could go through and name half the roster and say they had a...
Saiyaman. Oh, great. Saiyaman.
Adult Gohan. Adult Gohan should be on this list. All the Gohans, the Z fighters of any incarnation should be on here.
Yeah, well, I always thought the team should be called the Z Fighters.
Hercule's not on Earth Defenders?
Are you kidding?
What? Well, he's never going to be...
Yeah, he can't be dropped, so that's why he's not on the list, but it's still funny.
Be dropped, but you need to write... We're writing a formal complaint to Squee. If he doesn't...
You haven't given Earth Defenders enough options, come on.
Squee, I know this is kind of a joke argument, but you need to fix this problem.
In the master list, Hercule is not on Earth Defenders.
If you don't have to add anybody else. If you add everybody else, that's just a bonus. But the champ needs to be on this list. I don't care if he doesn't get dropped. I don't care if he can be dropped. I don't care if he never gets dropped. He needs to be on this list.
And not only that, I think we should impose a rule that he should be switched on to Earth Defenders.
I think he should be allowed on every team, because he's just that good.
He should be forced on Earth Defenders. That way, Burn actually has a problem with Child, because he doesn't have one right now.
That's true. Burn can actually use the work.
Mm-hmm.
That's
by the way,
can you also argue for Earth Defenders?
Can you also argue that Chi-Chi should be on Blades?
Yeah. Cheating.
No, actually, she shouldn't. She has a genetic
no, we're
mutation.
not getting into this. This is
it's sharp and it's a blade.
Transmission
it's not
over.
A blade.
John Stewart. Oh gosh, what the heck? Pistachio.
Never again will Brian Williams mislead this great nation about being shot at in a war we probably wouldn't have ended up in if the media had applied this level of scrutiny to the actual fucking war.
Yep.
What scrutiny?
About him getting shot at and shit.
Oh, you mean that friggin' newscast guy?
Yeah.
That was dumb. He's like, I misremembered being shot at in a plane. That's stupid.
Did you hear?
It's funny.
You guys know who Jimmy Buffett is?
Yeah.
Sounds
I'm
familiar.
from Oklahoma. Of course I know who Jimmy Buffett is.
You know,
sounds very familiar.
You know the whole story about his song, The Jamaica?
Yep.
It's fucking hilarious. He got shot and he made a song about it.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, we're starting.
Yay, starting. Hello again. I don't know where we left off, but woo!
Androids of Blades.
I love this match. This was...
Oh, I loved it and then
hated
it so much.
Okay, first off, this match was amazing because it's probably the best match that's happened all year.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome what happened at the end.
That was literally the best ending to a match I've ever seen.
I don't think either team can really complain about that. It was so close.
Hey,
yeah,
they literally have... If there was an award for best match of the year, that would win it.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I mean, from us. Like, from the people who were involved with the league, it would. But some people would be like, oh, yeah, there's another match that's better, probably. The majority would vote for something else, probably.
I think basically from what people's reactions, it was either this match, Rugrats versus Saiyans, or Rugrats versus Blades.
I forgot Rugrats versus Blades.
Yajirobe. That's all you need to know.
Oh, right.
That was when Kid Trunks absolutely destroyed Cyborg Tao at full health. He had full health at the end of it.
And he also destroyed Tapion.
Yeah. He finished him with an... I remember Squeeze like, Tapion needs an ultimate. And then Kid Trunks threw out an ultimate. No, Tapion needs an ultimate. Well, he got an ultimate to the face.
Oh, well, this match, it was Tapion throwing out the ultimate at the freaking end there.
Yep.
And Jiro was doing so well.
What?
Jesus, Jiro was scary. If anybody could have brought that back, it was Jiro, and he did until, all it would have taken was one more grab.
That's
And
why it was such a good ending, because he tried to
Yep.
grab him.
it was so close. He jumped back. That would have been over. He jumped back and then ultimated.
He still almost got caught by the grab too.
Yep. If he did it like a split second sooner, that would have hit him, and it would have
Yeah.
game over. It was
Stats-wise, he threw out 7 B2s, and keep in mind he didn't have any key charge. And this is something I figured out because of this match. When an android like 19, the two androids 19 or 20, who suck up energy through grabs, they don't regen normally or passively. They move passively to 2 bars like everyone else, and then they stop.
Yep.
Their only other option is through grabs, and Jiro was still able to get enough. He was able to grab enough to throw out 7 B2s.
Yep.
That's impressive.
So, shall we start at the beginning now and work our way through?
No.
Cell got destroyed by
Who's Cell?
Trunks.
What is Cell?
Cell
Oh yeah,
is
that's right. The worst member on my fantasy team. Thanks for that -1, buddy. Keeping us in a solid last place. Seekers of victory seek no more victory.
to seek victory in death.
We seek victory in last place. 17th place to be exact.
Well, that's why they're still seeking and not the claimers of victory.
At this rate, we're never going to claim victory. Watch out for the Seekers of Victory 2.0 next year, where we're last place the entire season.
Was not the strongest member this week. That would probably... No, 17
No.
was rotated.
He was their strongest. He's their strongest. Was 17 not in this week?
Yeah, overall, he's ranked
So
what?
I still think Cell's their strongest.
He's
member
definitely in the
overall.
top 10. I don't remember which it is.
I think
but
he's 3.
He's up there.
Yeah, he's very, very high.
But
I will look, and I'm going
wondering-
to.
I would look, but
I'm
I have
guessing
to
that,
say it's in my hands.
Cell is no longer considered a very good starter.
No. He was
he
on.
did- Decently, I suppose.
Was he
I don't remember
considered
how
a
many
starter?
times he started.
Okay. Guys, he was on a really, really weird build.
Probably
That
like
could
2.
explain a lot.
Defense plus 2, eternal life. I mean, it's not really weird. They think, oh, he's very well rounded.
Is that what he's been on lately, or is that a
On
different
No,
Cell,
build?
no,
even though
different
he's been
build.
working recently?
Hell no. Let's see. He
Oh.
was on before
There's no way
that.
that's what he's been on recently.
Then there's healing, launch and support, super plus 1 savior, Brawly's ring, which was really high offense and sort of well rounded. Before that,
B2s, yeah.
eternal life. Oh yeah, no, he has used that before. He did.
No, they
Sure,
just
why
don't
don't-
want him
okay,
to transform
question.
because he's
Is he not
really
allowed to
inconsistent
transform, or
in
did
super
they not
perfect
want
form.
to?
He can't use eternal life without Brawly's ring either.
Yeah, I always thought his final transformation didn't
All his, give him all of them, every last one. Health. So eternal life is not allowed on him, unless he goes
Oh,
Brawly's
he's
ring.
given what?
With that being said, this is actually a build he's used 2 other times, and I'm guessing
that
to
is
good
right.
effect.
Yeah, you're right.
probably decent. Well, except for this time. Yeah, not as a starter, I would imagine.
I'm guessing to good
I think
effect,
I
except
think
for
Cell
this
is a strong character, but I think he kind of needs momentum in his favor in order to
I
be
would never
the
start
scary one. Whereas,
Yes. Yep.
yeah, like
I would always
like
bring
for
him out
example,
in
Jiro,
second, but
he
I'd probably bring him out
can
third.
gain momentum like a motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, no, he's started a lot.
That's a perfect person to
I wouldn't
start
put him
with if he
last.
wants to.
There's that.
Jiro can be anywhere and be good.
Was he placed last or did he come out last?
Well, he
I'm
was
no,
last.
he was
'cause
placed
I know
second.
Ader came out last with power.
Actually,
I think he was placed last.
Jiro was placed second. Their entire lineup got screwed up. Jiro was supposed to be second, Ader third, and Android 16 last.
Yeah. So
16
Cell
came
got
second.
destroyed by Sword Trunks. Sword Trunks continued wailing on 16, but
Sword Trunks was a weird combination of passive and aggressive.
it worked for him.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it
yeah.
really worked for him because
Like
He was the perfect.
he ended up using 2 ultimates,
He was the
and that was
perfect
almost
combination.
all he did. He was 2 ultimates and 2 sword slashes, I think, was all it was. Something like that.
One, and it missed, but it was 2 ultimates that won him the match. He was actually fighting a losing battle, and those 2 ultimates literally won it.
Yep.
He was like 2 bars behind, and then 2 ultimates, and it was gone.
It was a little overkill, yeah.
Well, I
He didn't
think
even really need the
he could have
second
used a
one.
But
simple
better to
B2.
get-
Unnecessary.
A simple B2 would have done it, but it was Cell,
Jones.
and it's so in close range, it's nearly impossible to dodge that ultimate of his. Because if you
Yeah.
dodge one, the rest is gonna turn
It
to you,
still
and you're gonna get
tracks, yeah.
so you're gonna get hit by the majority of it, which is why it's such a good ultimate. Long range, it's a different story.
Yeah. So, what was it? Janemba came in and
Hooray.
helped finish off 16 with a nice combo, actually. He did an ultimate, and then he did,
It was Janemba.
He did average. He did 42,000.
yeah, he
I
wasn't
didn't
anything
even pay
special,
attention
but
to
he got
Janemba that
16
much.
out,
I
which
didn't
was
see that
important,
part.
because if 16 tagged, he could have caused problems.
Same build he was on last week. Key +1 again. So, yeah, good build there. Nothing really special about it.
He's got a good charge rate. All he just needs to do is spam more,
Oh yeah.
and he would be
He's-
a massive threat.
I think they need to start looking at him as a melee character because they don't
Or
exactly
just
have
an
any melee.
all-around character. Like just...
They have way too many of those. I'm sorry,
Oh.
but all their team is all around except for like Tapion.
Do any of the Blades ever use defense? Because I could see Janemba on a defense build. Just
Yeah,
have him,
Jirobe.
have him, you know.
Yeah, Jirobe's their main guy, and then Trunks follows up.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Defense build is like the well-rounded build if you
Yajirobe
think your
is
character
Yajirobe. He doesn't need a
ca-
defense
doesn't
take.
Can do
require
whatever, yeah.
doesn't require charger, doesn't require melee boost, and Yajirobe technically doesn't because his B1.
Sensu Bean. Or, yeah.
Well,
it-
in that sense of being.
no, yeah, I picked the wrong B1. No,
Sensu
Super Unyielding Spirit, yeah.
Yeah, he's so good with that.
But Ader ultimately kicked his ass because of Power Body.
Oh yeah, yes he did.
Well, Jiro did a lot of damage to him.
Yeah, but Ader was still fairly aggressive. Ader's such a good character.
He's not, but Power Body makes him a threat.
No, I mean like the AI is very aggressive on him. I'm not saying the character itself has good stats or
yeah.
nothing. The character itself has good B2s, I'd say. I like those two B2s.
Yeah, I mean, it's very impressive for him to, like, just survive and then come in and do an Ader's Anger at really close range. And it's great for Power Body so he doesn't get hit out of those. Because, like, he's doing a lot of melee, and Tapion's letting him. But,
I think he has a naturally higher melee than most people.
yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah, because he has a very
Monster.
slow melee. So it might be a very hard-hitting one.
Or who?
Okay, most slow characters.
Tell that to
Nappa,
Guido.
Raccoon, Spopo, and Ader.
Exactly.
And 16. And yeah, that's the point.
Okay, but those are huge guys.
But all the huge guys have slow melee. That's the point.
Yeah.
Goldo's just the exception. Yeah,
Gildo's
just...
got this. Gildo sweep.
No,
Mhm.
it's just Guido.
Anyway, there wasn't much else to the match other than the ending. Oh god, that ending.
Jiro hit him with a Bionic Punisher.
It would be.
I was so expecting Jiro to win that one.
I shed a single tear.
I mean,
I
he was
kinda was.
he was locking Tapion down. Couldn't spam anything.
Well, Jiro and Tapion didn't really have a long fight. It was like, you know,
Yeah, I know.
flying around, Bionic Punisher, and then Ultimate.
Oh no, yeah, but I remember
yeah, the only thing that made it memorable was
grabbing
that.
Tapion at least 2 times, keeping him.
Well,
I know he locked Yajirobe down
Jiro
for sure.
tagged out, I mean,
Three.
at least.
I think
Yeah.
it was three.
Yeah, but I know Jiro locked Yajirobe down, kept him from using any of his B2s.
Well, no.
Yeah, Yajirobe
Jiro
was a
didn't
pretty
fight
hard time to
Tapion
touch.
until the very end, because
I thought he came in when he had two bars left.
he had 1 bar left. Tapion had 1 bar left. Jiro had tagged back in at 1 bar of health once Tapion beat Ader, and then he hit Tapion with a I-beam, and then Tapion jumped out of a grab
Out.
and then hit with a.
Never mind. I guess I was mistaken it for the fight he
Yeah,
had with
because-
Yajirobe.
It was Jiro that did so much damage to Yajirobe, and then Ader came in and finished off Yajirobe because of Power Body, and then
Jiro, Just
Ada did
putting
a
this out
lot
this.
of damage to Tapion until Tapion remembered,
yeah.
oh, hey, I can spam.
Right. Jiro did 70,000, which is basically the same as Sword Trunks did that match, so that's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, but it's Jiro. We're kind of expecting that performance from him.
I say he's inconsistent, and it's not even that the character's inconsistent, it's that his opponent. You get him on the wrong opponent and he's screwed, but you find that one opponent that he can lock down, like Yajirobe, oh god, it's just over.
Yeah.
Yes, because Cyborg Tao still charges.
Yeah, he charges normally.
Uh-huh. Right.
Cool.
If it flew out of water, no, it's not in the water. If it flew out of water.
On Neptune.
What sort of question is that?
I gotta BRB.
Okay, so Dimension just decided to leave us. Okay. There's nothing really much else.
Yep.
Okay, well the builds weren't that spectacular. It was the same build. They did expect a Power Body Jiro first, I'm guessing, hence Trunks starting with Draconic Aura. Smart. It worked, but it might have been a little bit of luck with that 2-ult spam very close together. I'm not gonna lie there. No, but it was a smart choice nonetheless.
Like I said, he didn't need that second ult. He just needed to be 2.
Hard to dodge from close range, at least.
That's a very hard to dodge.
Yeah, from close range, because it tracks, but not that much.
Yeah, it's the same as it's like Destructo.
Yeah, about the same. It's not like he'll start. It's not like the Gatling gun. Like PLF. Yeah, that thing will track you. It will go in a 360 to track you.
Get Krillin on a 360.
You'd wish.
No scoping to Destructo this build.
Anyway, yeah. Other than that, there wasn't really anything spectacular about the builds. Other than that and a on Power Body. And even that, I mean, it's sort of expected. But yeah, so next match then. Muscle at Cold. Ooh, interesting.
It is Muscle at
Cold. Well, it was a fun match for some people.
Muscle won.
Maybe we should talk about. Maybe we should talk about it. What?
I didn't pay attention to it.
And you're the one who hosts the YCast. Oh, no, I guess not.
That doesn't mean I have to pay attention. I'm just the one
God damn it, Kale.
Pistachios the entire time.
Well, think about this.
Almost
You
had
ate them, so
pistachios.
they're still with you. Jeez. Okay, anyway.
It's like 6 hours.
Super Saiyan Broly versus Final Form Cooler.
Anything to say?
No. But who cares?
Broly didn't transform, did he?
Yeah.
I'm just
Kakarot.
saying, I was surprised that he did.
Yeah.
He used He used 2 Kakarots.
Yeah, so he did decent.
Kakarats.
He did above decent. He did 54,000 damage. 40k exact. Because that.
I'm back.
What's decent?
Oh, okay.
40K?
40k is.
I got pretzels.
Okay. Because Jesus, dedication, people, professionalism, dedication, and all of the rest that nobody has here. Mr. Pistachio over there.
Dude, what are you talking about? I have no
Good.
professionalism.
Anyway, like I was saying,
I say as I drop
40,000 for
pistachios
anybody
all
who
over
doesn't
my
know is that average that a character should reach every match, because that is basically how much health a character has. If you can do 40,000,
take their man.
yeah, if they can take their man, they just fought their value basically, and that's all you need most of the time. If a team decides to have 2 10-day ceilings and Eternal Life, your team will probably have to do a bit more than 40k on each player, but still, that's not really a difficult thing. And it shouldn't give each character, like 10-day ceiling characters won't get more than like 3k, and Eternal Life characters probably won't get more than like 5k of health. at max. So it's not that big of a deal. Not really. Well, Eternal Life might get more, but still.
It's a big
Anyway, in terms of the fight, defense plus 3 Eternal Life as a fighting spirit, Broly. No savior because he's starting.
It worked.
It worked well. It worked very well, actually.
I think what they really want, I think they just want him to keep up with whoever it is, and then have him last long enough to survive,
Mm-hmm.
and then tag and transform, or transform and tag, whichever it is.
Yep.
Because he has a tendency of doing that.
Yeah, I guess so. But I think it was more than a week or two ago. He started. Well, he did start before that as well. He's just a very good starter, actually. He's very tanky, lasts a long time. He likes his B2s and is decent in melee. He's fairly well-rounded, except for having a trap shooter.
Yeah, he never really used to be a good starter though. Like I remember.
He's on Piccolo AI, which is very
Hey, that trap shooter paid off for him.
very dodgy on most characters, and sort of passive, which works well to his
For
Eternal Life,
yeah.
and then defense plus 3. I mean, it's the perfect build for an AI that works in that fashion, and it's not bad with B2s on Super Saiyan Broly. So there's that to it as well. Also, if I'm not mistaken, it likes transforming. So there's
It
that.
didn't this week, if I remember correctly.
Not this week, but it wasn't exactly necessary.
No, but it's still nice.
Yeah, it didn't. On the other side,
King Cole
Cooler.
didn't do much. Oh right, Cooler.
Yeah. King Cole didn't
No
do
problem,
much.
child.
I think he'll
Was
stay
Cooler on a testing build? Because I remember Harume telling
Defense
me
plus 2, Eternal Life, and Sirius.
so
Eh.
Fox build.
I think they might have listened to us,
Close enough.
or at least to me. Because I said, do the TN sort of thing. With the...
Which, I mean, for Cooler, it could work. They just need to find the right AI. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not necessarily a bad build, because it helped him survive against Broly.
Oh, never mind. They did this thing against Earth Defenders. It wasn't from us. Whew.
I remember, though, Harume saying, like, whenever they put Cooler first, it's usually a test build or something like that. So...
Maybe, but this is the same build they used against Earth Defenders.
Maybe they're testing for consistency?
Well, it's consistently bad.
Well, yeah, can't deny that.
But, I mean, I think the build has potential. Just, you need to find the right AI. TNAI is, and I've seen this on a lot of characters, and all of my characters on the Saiyans, it's not dodgy. It will take a B2 from a freaking entire map length away.
You know what I just realized? Because I was watching it passively.
What?
Garlic Jr.'s transformed grab. It isn't just a grab. It is
It's a run.
charge forward.
Yeah.
Also,
It sucks.
hold on.
He's
I mean, it's
like,
deadly. I think it does as much damage as Raccoon's,
Hey, you shut your mouth.
but it sucks. It's weird. It's like its animation time just to rear up
No, you suck.
takes like an entire second, and then it rushes forward for like a second or two. It leaves him so vulnerable. I mean, all his grab B2 is the same way, I think. So, I mean, he's just really bad. The transform state, it has good B2s, it's just the animation for them is shit.
Yeah, I mean, because there have been times where he transformed, early and had a whole bunch of health, and he just spammed his evil intent. I mean, if he was able to hit with those.
I don't know. I have no idea. Oh my god.
But yeah, Roshi kind of got handled. Got handled by Frieza. Yeah. I love the Roche, but...
Yeah. Okay, his
he's
average
one of the
damage
most solid
was...
characters. He has been the most solid character throughout the entire season. Like, consistency.
Which I love. Can I just say that Dragon Ball characters are so goddamn good this season? I mean, look at Dragon Ball Warriors. Who's their worst character? And he's not, and he's from Dragon Ball Z as well. And Dragon Ball Z. He's early Raditz and King Kai Saga.
Yeah,
he's
a halfer. He's a halfer.
But his stats more so favored the point where he was fighting Scout. But his stats favor the point because he doesn't have negatives.
What stats also favor you shutting up, shush.
And his damage is decent. But yeah, I think it's hilarious and it's awesome as well. I mean, even Chi-Chi had been doing pretty good for a while.
So Dragon Ball Warriors confirmed need to pick. Dragon Ball Warriors confirmed need to pick up.
They did drop him a couple seasons ago. Yeah, they had him. I think 3.
Did they really?
Because Roche wasn't actually that good, and I think they got Grandpa Gohan instead.
To stop them from doing this.
And then they dropped Grandpa Gohan.
Yeah, every time they drop someone, that person gets good.
Look how that's worked
Except for Grandpa Gohan, because he's not in the league, but you know.
Hey, it's even worse for Team Derp. Ooh, Pilaf, Raditz.
Pilaf is Dragon Ball Warriors. Thank you very much.
No, he was on Derp, and he dropped.
Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah. Raditz.
We know.
Watch Supreme Kai get picked up by, I don't know who can, but... Do it!
Earth Defenders.
I swear, we're geniuses.
I don't have any say in this. Talk to Burn. Burn, listen to these people.
Sort of.
Yes.
Trust us. We're
professionals.
Anyway,
pistachios, same thing, man.
I'm also out of pistachios.
Oh, right. People fought each other.
Amazing. Mecha Frieza launched a Supernova, which is great, but did fuck all after that.
Frieza launched the planet will die this time, and then somehow the planet didn't die this time because the ground is stronger than Frieza.
And then lightly scorched the grass.
It didn't even scorch it. It like ruffled the grass, and that's
No. You see the Namekians match? The Namekians match was all destroyed, so it just took the extra time.
It ruffled the grass's jimmies.
That's like 1,000 years in the future, man. Yeah. Anyway,
so,
Frieza did the best on their team with 40k and Mecha Frieza with 47.
Okay. Yeah, Garlic kicked ass until he transformed.
65,000 damage.
They're not allowed to put Broly's ring on him because
gotta be able to go muscle.
Yeah,
they need to find someone to drop him for. I'm sorry.
No.
No, he's actually gotten good. Well, actually, he's been good, but you know, now you see him being good. As much as Garlic is good in his small form, and I mean, I can see them working it out. He hasn't exactly become the strongest, or he's a little bit below average still. And I'm sure they can fix him, but if they can't, I think they.
He's like Chaozu. He's a good counter to big beefy characters.
He has a slower melee. I've noticed a much slower.
Who does? Garlic Jr.?
Garlic, yeah, by a lot actually.
He's he's slower than Chaozu, but he's stronger than Chaozu a little bit, and he's just as aggressive.
I think his moveset's kind of bad. He has one rush, which is okay, and then that I-beam, which he so often misses with. This match was an exception. Yeah. His melee's good, but I've seen him get countered and destroyed at points by anyone who can actually dodge in melee.
Yeah, to an extent, because he is a rather aggressive pitbull like character. So I mean, it depends. It depends on the character. Like if you put him up against a slower melee defensive character, he's gonna kick his ass.
I know.
But if you put him against anybody else, he could get countered.
I see him as their weakest. I absolutely.
I don't.
Okay. I think you can argue that 13 could technically be their weakest, but I think that's just them not getting 13 to work again, because we've seen what 13 can do. If you look
13 is arguably their strongest when he's on point.
Mm-hmm.
And Bojack should be their second strongest when he's on point, but he just hasn't been on point.
Well, Bojack does have trap shooter. His moveset's not the best.
No, but I mean, last season he used to be, ultimate, full power,
Because
ultimate.
that was the season of
ass.
Style of the Strong. That was the season of Ultimates, man. That season's gone.
That was the season of give me Kabitos.
I could have sworn everyone had Style of the Strong that season. Everyone.
I know Derp has
And, like, every team.
lots.
Uh-huh. Anyway, like I was saying, you can argue the 13's technically their weakest because he has been doing worse than Garlic from what I remember. If I look at their stats, actually, oh no, never mind. Garlic is absolutely at the bottom. He is, not including this week's stats because it hasn't been updated yet, he's 68. Yep. He'll jump up, but I don't think he'll pass 13. He is 41. He's good. He's
13, like
good.
50 something.
Oh. But yeah, so
he's bottom half of the league. By
unless they can get him to be a little bit more consistent. I mean, they do have options for the characters, I think.
I just don't see Muscle as that scary this season. It seems like they're being countered. I think
they're getting close.
They're getting better, but they're not.
I think they need to fix 13. I think 13 is that character because they have two really strong characters in my opinion. Okay. Two really strong characters that can be consistent.
Yeah,
Broly.
Bojack.
Well, no. Bojack, I think just because a trap shooter can have bad days even though he's doing good.
Oh yeah.
Just because a trap shooter. He picks it.
That's because of everyone.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Broly has it, but he can rely on melee. Bojack, not so real, not so much.
If Bojack and Broly faced each other on their A games, I would say Bojack would beat Broly just in general.
I might give it to Bojack, but I just think that's because I think that's because Bojack a spammer as aggressive as Bojack would be a better counter to a passive melee character like Broly. That's the whole reason. I think it's just a counter. At the moment,
Broly is kind of more well-rounded and a little bit more, definitely more consistent this season, but Bojack just has potential out the frickin' wazoo.
Anyway, like I was saying, 13 has even more potential than both of them, so what the hell? Freaking SS Deadly Bomber as your ultimate. You've got crazy potential. Okay.
Okay. We need to move on.
Yeah.
We're on.
So what was the 7th match?
Rambo Warriors at Namek. Okay. Remember how we said the Androids vs Blades match was probably the most entertaining?
Yeah.
I'm willing to debate this was probably the most boring.
This was over before it even started. No, countering happened, which was
laziness happened.
Nah, it was Nom. Who needs to
you look at last week and then you
have this. That's not
you account account for the bench and you're
and
gold.
You're like that worked.
Yeah.
Do this.
I mean, early Piccolo Power Body got countered by the scariest melee fighter, which was Kanagora. It's like,
You did something wrong. You goddamn did something wrong.
You done goofed.
No, I'm too good.
So, yeah, that was... Like, I was like, oh my god, early Piccolo Power Body versus Nom, they actually might have countered, this is great. And then I saw Draconico, I'm like, oh shit.
They didn't counter, this is a lineup they've used. The only difference is Nail is in Tambourine's spot and Tambourine's in Nail's spot, which makes no difference.
Yeah.
Literally no
Which makes them easily countered because, it's... You do things the same way long enough, you're going to get countered.
Surprisingly, Kingpick was their best just because he was able to do some spamming finally. He finally got into that spamming game.
And he still has that crap build, doesn't he? That
absolute shit build. He just was able to spam this time. His AI actually reacted to the key +2 for once. And he did 46,000.
All you need I mean, if you want to go for his full power B1, just use Kabutos. Don't use anything. Just give him an actual build.
He still sucks.
There are
Kabitos are not.
No, I know, but like if but instead of using Kabutos and Dragon Spirit, and I don't even know what else.
Exquisite skill.
Exquisite, yeah.
Which has nothing to do with full
which
power.
he never uses.
Yeah, it's a
Give him an
waste.
actual build.
I swear, if week 15 comes by and they still don't do some testing, I'm giving up and I won't say anything for their matches anymore, because what's there to say?
Yep.
There's nothing to say about them. They don't change anything.
They don't
ever.
change, they don't evolve, they don't. It seems like they don't care. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I got.
I
I literally gave up on, like, every time they come up, all I do is just talk about how they haven't done anything. It doesn't even have to do with the match. They just haven't done anything.
Yep.
And in regards to King Piccolo, he is absolutely their worst, and all because of that build, and them being lazy. I'm sorry, they're lazy at this point. I'm not gonna say, oh, maybe they're doing this. Maybe no, they're lazy. You don't just leave it the chance and say, oh yeah, we saw this work in the first couple of weeks. We'll do it and keep losing and keep doing it.
Yeah, it's like if it's not working, let's not change anything, because that's a brilliant idea. No, it's like I don't care if you're a cautious person or not. I don't care how cautious you are. You don't just sit there watching your team getting their butts kicked week in and week out and not do anything. Because, I mean, I'm not sure. I've got a little kind of sort of inside information. I'm not sure what I'm allowed to say, but apparently there's arguments going on in favor of this.
You're
And
kidding.
Yes.
In favor of keeping the exact same lineup?
I don't get it.
Namix.
There's no logic.
Dumb.
I don't
Why
get
are you green?
how this argument wins, or if it's just, you know, I don't know. I don't get it. This makes no sense. But oh my god.
Okay.
Next match.
Well, no, we have to talk about Dragon Ball Warriors at least. But one thing, King Pick 77 rank before this week. So yeah, he is the worst. Yeah, on their team.
No, the worst
No,
on
not
their
the worst.
team.
On their
77.
Oh yeah, the champ's moving up.
Herc still like dominates last spot. He will
he's
not
Like
let that thing
10,000
go.
points at least.
Yeah, no, it's 8,000. Hey, don't underestimate him.
Something like, yeah. I mean, the only thing Herc can do in order to get out of
don't
last place at
underestimate
this
him?
point is pretty much go elite. Yeah, go elite. He needs it.
gonna
We'll
be
see.
elite next week.
Oh,
I
look,
told you.
actually, the
This
stats
week
have
he's
been
going elite.
updated. That's
Woo,
surprising. No, King Pick is 75 now, not 77. I'm
Woo.
sorry.
Grew his rank grew 2 sizes that day.
In other news, Goldo is now second worst and Pan is third worst. So there's that.
Woo! Goten's only 4,000 or 3,000 behind Nam. That's nice.
Uh-huh.
Whoa! Even with Nam's elite status, Goten is only 3,000 behind. Jesus Christ!
Right.
I'm sorry.
This is what I was looking for.
Sure.
Dynamics. Where are
Early Piccolo is still 7th. Holy crap!
Oh yeah. Okay.
How is he still ranked 7th? He went up. He went up 1 rank after that abysmal performance.
Because he was good.
What were the last matches for the Dynamics? Because I just want to point something out here. They fought Dragon Ball Warriors, lost. They fought Blades, lost. They fought... I'm going backwards here. No, I mean they fought Blades and they lost, Namek. Then they fought
Blades
Saiyans, lost. Before that they fought Cold. Did they win this one? No, they lost.
No, they yeah, Cold destroyed him.
And before
Yeah,
that,
the one called.
Namex.
No,
they fought Super Saiyans, lost. You get my
What are we
picture
talking
here?
about now?
Before this, they fought Valkyries, and then they won. That's 6 losses in a row. Change something.
Yeah,
No.
they beat
Change
Valkyries,
something.
androids. I don't
They
remember
won
who else
4 in a
they
row,
beat, but
lost
they
6
actually
in a row.
beat people.
The Earth Defenders, Muscle, Valkyries, Androids again. And this is the reason why they think they're good. They beat 2 of the strongest people, Earth Defenders and Androids. Yeah, this was the beginning of the season where obviously
Hey,
people
guess
are going to
what,
get...
guys? News
You
check,
can...
that was like 8
It's
matches ago.
more
It's
difficult to
not now.
counter, and everyone's sort of gearing up for it. No. They're
Yeah,
absolutely
they're
in
Okay,
the
is there
playoffs.
playoffs.
any chance that they
Yeah.
can get out of the playoffs now?
Yeah.
Yep.
They're in the playoffs now?
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm sorry,
Are
after
they
this season, they
Southside?
kind of really deserve it. I'm sorry, I hate saying that, because Derp doesn't... I mean, they do, but they
I
don't.
don't.
I mean, they've been trying, they
Derp?
just
No,
haven't
Derp
been
does.
doing well.
anyway,
But Namekians, they haven't been trying. They haven't shown up.
right. Anyway, I mean, I don't want to neglect
Bottom of
Brahma
South,
Warriors
give it to
because
the
they
South. I
were
don't
very
want
smart, countered well and all, but there's not really much to say. They were fighting a team that wasn't doing anything, so there's not
I don't
much
even
to talk
remember
about.
who did Dragon Ball Warriors bench.
Beats me.
Pila? No, not Tao. It was who's
Okay.
the other?
Okay,
Pilaf,
next matchup?
Tao, Goku, Kid Goku. They bench Kid Goku.
It is. Super Saiyans
last
and
match, isn't this
Boos.
the Boo thing? Yeah.
I'm gonna kill Crimson.
Boos. Go Boo! Woo!
I'm joking. Nah,
Yeah.
Crimson
Uh,
did good,
Crimson,
though.
it's okay. I
His
believe
team
that
had
you
sort
can
of a
do it.
derp.
Yeah.
Well, and Vegeta did.
They had
Goku
a
was
derp
like,
until the
nah,
end
I'll
when they tried to
tag,
bring
but I
back
won't
the-
do anything
get
when
rid
I
of the derp,
tag.
And
then-
Vegeta did like nothing for the first 2 bars of his health, and then he started kicking ass.
And Goku did what he loves to do. Super Saiyan 3, and then just waited out.
And die.
Yeah. he even tagged to add some suspense.
Dude, best Super Saiyan ever.
It's awesome.
He's the face of the franchise, dude. He's the face of that franchise.
Jeez. Anyway,
He doesn't need to do anything. He's like the Kobe Bryant. He can be injured as long as he wants.
I don't even
That
remember
match
this
was
match
hot.
very well. Kid Buu did well. Gotenks Buu, I think, kicked ass, if I remember correctly.
I'll pull up the stats. And
Yeah,
Goku
he
went,
did really well. And then
and Goku did 36,000, so he was a little bit below average, but he did his work.
more pistachio.
Oh wow, jeez. And Vegeta did 52,000. Adult Gohan did 50,000. Mid Vegeta did 51,000. Their team didn't exactly derp mid, and End might have derped at the start, but they both pulled it back for the team. They did enough damage to kill an entire team, and then some.
Yeah.
It's just Eternal Life and Dendays were on 2 characters. So that prolonged it a bit.
I mean, the Boos didn't seem to do that much better. I mean, Evil Boo
No.
did 19,000, Gotenks Boo did 33,000, Kid Boo did 69,000, and Oob did 70,000. So, I mean, it was more or less Oob and Kid Boo carrying the team, and Gotenks Boo kind of showing up a little bit.
They literally did, the difference in this match was basically like 5,000 damage difference. It's that close.
Yeah, because I think who finished it? It was like Kid Boo who finished it, right?
I believe so.
It was either Kid Boo or Gotenks Boo who finished it, and it like they had like half a bar of health left. Yeah.
I think it was Kid Buu. I don't exactly remember. This is... this was one of the matches I paid a lot of attention to, but it was so long ago. I just don't remember this one. It wasn't exactly spectacular. It was just a little tense for me because I
It
needed
was a fun beatdown on both sides, but it wasn't anything like, oh my god!
No. They did do some unique builds. Draconic Aura Oob just to screw with Super Saiyans. I mean, safety precautions, yes, but I don't think anyone's gonna ever use Power Body against the Boos unless they...
Somebody did. Valkyries did.
I think that was an accident? I hope it was an accident.
Because they didn't use Power Body before or since.
No, I mean, I think they just forgot that it's
Maybe.
Boos.
Oh, that, yeah. I mean, luckily it didn't matter, but...
Yeah,
Still.
luckily.
They still
But yeah.
lost. And, I mean, can you imagine if they had Fasha with 3 points against Kid Buu? That would have been awesome to watch. It's like, ha ha! Sorry. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
don't really- yeah,
Oob did pretty good. He was
Impressive.
still, I think, their best character. Kid Buu or not, I think he's earned
Oh,
the title
yeah, no.
of their best character.
No doubt. No, the way Oob has been performing lately. I mean, Kid Buu's getting better. He did
Oh, yeah.
69,000 this week. He's getting better, but he's still not his old scary self.
I'm
Season
Get-
5? Holy shit, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
He had an old scary
Yeah.
self.
Do
By
you?
the way, their team's just been rising
kidding.
through the ranks at like lightning speed.
Yeah, I don't know if they've fixed everything or if they're slowly fixing everything or if their
I
team just
think
decided to
Evil
work.
Buu is still a problem and Majin Buu is still a problem, but there are other three
Majin
characters.
Buu's less of a problem than he was, which is
He was never a
great
big
to watch.
problem. He
No,
just
he was a big problem last season. He was a
no
giant problem.
this season. He was never a big problem this season. He's just very inconsistent. He can like do amazing stuff, but it's more like 50-50 chance he'll do anything.
Oob is ranked 22nd in the league, but he's ranked 22nd in the league.
Kid Buu 28 and Gotenks 26. At the moment, Oob's their MVP, which is awesome. I so hope he stays MVP.
Because Kid Buu can be in the
No, I'm good with either Gotenks or Kid Buu. Both of them break power body. Both of them have super strong B2s. Kid Buu's probably a little bit better, but still, I'm fine with either one.
I think I wonder if Gotenks Buu would be better for round 3 because of Giants.
No, Kid Buu breaks him,
Yeah, but Kid Buu. Oh yeah,
and he has faster melee.
true.
Kid Buu's just that perfect character. I'm serious. There's no downside to him. Absolutely none. Yeah,
Right.
his only downside is you gotta find an AI, and
no
let's see,
downside
everyone
unless
needs
you
to
play.
find an AI. No, well, you still have to find it. You still have to test it.
That's not true. Some people
Okay,
use-
Kale's logic makes no sense. Let's go to the actual matches again.
No.
No.
No, nothing
over.
much
The end-
really
the end-
happened though,
the
because
end of Whitecast.
like nothing was really memorable. Like A
We
and
gotta
Vegeta
get to
derped
this-
to then came
Adult
back.
Gohan
and
got his
Matrix.
ass whooped. Adult Gohan got his ass.
whooped. Yeah. Did he do a
Well,
bros?
No,
Did he
he
do
did
a-
above average. He did 50,000,
After
but he
after
did get his
did
ass
average,
whooped
at least.
once I think Kid Buu came in.
Yeah.
50.
Mm.
That's
Oh yeah, well, what I was gonna get on about the Boos is
Yeah.
they have their team has such they're the opposite of Dragon Ball Warriors. Their team doesn't have negatives. Their team has buffs, just natural buffs on so many people. It's ridiculous, and their team has such good movesets on nearly everyone. It's absolutely ridiculous. Evil Buu has a great moveset. Majin Buu has the exact same moveset. Gotenks Buu, he has a good moveset. And if they don't like that, they have two other options. Oob has a pretty damn nice moveset as well, and Kid Buu just has probably the best moveset. I mean, there's no real downside to them. They just, of course, every team has their derpy characters, and every team has problems. Majin Buu's melee is pretty shit. All their grabs are crap, except
Yeah.
for Boobs. So that's really their biggest problem.
And Gotenks Buu. I think Gotenks Buu is the only.
Oh
Buu
yeah, he
that
normally grabs.
Yeah, he has a normal grab.
Yeah, but like other than that, they have such strong potential that when they get a character to work, that character works.
Yep.
My
Like
God.
Gotenks Buu. When Gotenks Buu spams his ass off, holy crap, he's scary.
Yeah. I mean, like you have characters like freaking say 19. He does good. If he's not derping and he does good, he'll do average, or Kid Goku, he'll do average or a little bit above average. You got someone like Majin Buu who derps a lot, but if he does good, he'll destroy a team. He will annihilate that team.
He hasn't
Because-
yet, but he has the potential to.
He did it in the preseason.
Yeah, against Cold.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying he has the potential.
No, he definitely does. But then again, a lot of people do.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying
It's
everyone
more
on their team.
It's more common to see monster characters this season, and
Yeah.
not the characters you'd expect
Mhm.
than it is last season. Like last season, you'd expect Kid Trunks. Or, I mean, even this season, you'd probably expect Kid Trunks from the Rugrats. Nope, Goten. Goten.
I expected them to be close, but I always expected Goten to be what he is, though the guy who turns tides. Because he's a spammer. He's a B2 user. B2 users can more easily turn the tide of a match. It's just that melee characters are far more consistent.
I mean, Kid Trunks is ranked 30th.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
but that's just
partially...
because he doesn't pull 50k ultimate.
Oh, yeah.
I'm over-exaggerating.
What? Wait. Why 50?
I'm
50k ultimates. He was joking.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you said 50 what?
50k
Yes,
ultimates,
50K
the most horrible ultimate ever.
I don't know what that means.
50
I
kale,
didn't
that's
hear the ultimate part. I
overkill.
just heard 50 kale and I was zoned out and I was like, what?
Yep. Anyway, whoa,
Oh, wow.
What
Kid
happened?
Trunks is 30th.
Okay.
Kid Trunks is 30th and Cell Jr. is 33. Cell Jr. jumped 27 ranks. Yeah. I love stats! Stats are awesome!
Anyway,
Master Roshi went
Stop
down
doing
13.
stats and finish the thing.
Anyway, in the actual match, the Super Saiyans, if we look at counters, I think they got what they wanted. And Goku versus Oob. I don't think they wanted Mid Vegeta versus Kid Buu, but I think they probably wanted either Adult Gohan to come in after and Vegeta to take out Kid Buu.
You know, sometimes I think the Super Saiyans aren't really trying to counter, they just end up countering anyway. It's like, hey, this character would go well here. It's like, oh, hey, that's
I can assure you Crimson tries his damn hardest to counter. But yeah, they don't, even if they don't end up countering, their team is just so jam-packed
yeah,
of good characters. They could counter. Again, they're like the Boos.
Yeah, I get the feeling when they counter, it's more like a, oh, hey, we actually countered as opposed to...
Yeah! But
yes,
yeah,
this is what we wanted.
They're similar to the Boos, where they just have characters with good stats and good movesets mostly all around, and that's one of the reasons they were nerfed. But I mean, even then, Crimson's been doing a great job at keeping them really high up there in the rankings.
Because they're still solid, and it's great to watch.
Yep.
I gotta admit, I have a lot more fun watching base Goku than Super Saiyan 1 Goku and Super Saiyan 1 Trunks than I do, than I did watching them when they were Super Saiyan 2 and Beefy.
I just hated Beefy Trunks because he took so long to do a melee combo. I don't like watching that. But
anyway,
yeah, I mean,
I don't have anything more to say.
No. One more thing. Look at the stats for the Super Saiyans. And Vegeta 14, Adult Gohan 13, Trunks 18, Super Vegeta 36, and Goku 59.
Oh.
Jeez, he's just like way out of there.
And
Do it. I didn't hear the don't. You see, I zoned out, but when I heard do, I zoned in.
Don't do it.
You're used to that, right?
Yeah,
Alright, so
I'm also
that's
used
the
to
end of it.
that's Zcast, everybody. Yeah.
The Zcast!
Yes.
Get the hell out of here,
Because there is
Dimension.
no Zcast this week, so we're the
The
obligatory
Zcast?
Zcast.
When did we become the Zcast?
XYZ.
So
Oh,
we're the
too
ones-
bad, Bern, we stole your show.
XYZ Dragon
We have,
Ball
else's
Z
show.
Ycast.
We have Kale XJustified with the X Megastone.
Now we're making a comedy.
We have Gion with the Y Megastone.
What?
What? How did I get stuck with the Y?
Because why not?
And then the Dimension has the Z. We're all gonna go. We're all gonna Mega Evolve.
Oh, the fats.
Why?
I thought you were gonna say Wario.
Wah,
Wah, wah, wah, the fats.
What?
Wario. Wah.